Yo, what's good? We are gonna do a Twitter space here in about 1 minute. See how this goes. Trying to meet the music. Enough. Do you need to use a different mic? Wait, let's go to the top.
Hello, everyone. Hey.
How's it going?
Getting speakers here in order. Great. I think a few people are going to be coming in a little late, and we also have here that were initially. So give everybody a couple of minutes. Get started with as of the on and to introduce yourself and conversation. As who has attended Edinburgh last week? There you go. How did people find the conference? Yeah, it was really amazing to meet people, hearing their, receiving their projects about, receiving their feedbacks about. So it's nice to be. Awesome. Okay, I think just in the interest of time, I'm gonna get started. I know that are gonna be coming on, but we got a little bit of a heads up warning that life got in the way, so some people late. Hey, we won't. So to get started, this is Waypoint Web 3. There's weekly Twitter Spaces that was started.
I hope my dog doesn't pee.
To create kind of a space together, different vectors and direction in life, and talking about Web3 gaming, technology, content creation, game genres. Kind of we do everything, and yeah, try to learn, try to share, and try to progress the space forward. My name's Ilya. I'm the host.
I might also play Sudoku
we invest
or
in
something.
that early stage team space, primarily focused. That in mind, thing I say here is advice. The opinions of my own. May hear names of companies and or assets which I or we future. That in mind, I want to introduce the topic of our today, and that's AI and gaming. It kind of flowed out of the station we had last time. We began talking about esports and kind of digressed about AI. You may also have seen a few Twitter threads, positions, benefits, and dangers of AI towards gaming. I thought it would be very great to have this now. Get people from Fox Gaming weigh in on what place of AI in gaming right now, what we expect. I want to introduce our speakers, and as I said, in a little as they start, I'll go around and ask on my screen how you got into gaming or web gaming. Now in your page.
Hey, do not pee, buddy.
So first off my screen is Leonardo AI.
Hey Ilya, thanks for having us. First of all, really honored to be here. I'm Jacob at Leonardo. and in several of the disparate generative AI technologies into one production-ready platform. Currently, many of the platforms out there are in the sole realm of enthusiasts and don't fit neatly into production pipelines, and we're here to change that. So we're progressively building out optimized workflows and processes to slot into production pipelines across multiple verticals, but our initial focus is on the gaming industry.
Awesome, thank you so much. And Matt, you just jumped in and jumped to the top of my screen, so I'll let you introduce yourself next. You were part of the AI conversation that started last week, so I'll let you introduce yourself.
Oh, this guy.
Awesome, yeah, I'll keep it short. I'm a big fan of Lynn, or HBAR. We've been using it a good bit recently. So that's all for you guys. So yeah, I'm founder of East1, an AI athletic company, creating like synthetic AI athletes that users can kind of mold and fine tune using large language models built around esports and sports data stuff. Yeah, I'm a big fan of AI.
We know you are.
Awesome. Crypto Hater, you're up next on my screen. You did not get a chance to speak last time, but had a lot to say on the topic, so I wanted to bring you up on stage this time.
Hey, I appreciate the invite, man. What's up, guys? My name is Hadottv. I'm a content creator. I make YouTube videos on basically all things considered Web3, gaming sector. I also do stream on YouTube as well. I'm thinking about expanding to a couple platforms as well, but I've just been a gamer my entire life and just want to see this space succeed.
Awesome. Inder?
Hey, great to be here. Thanks for having me. I'm Inder, the CEO and co-founder of Pixelinks. Pixelinks is a company I founded with Deadmau5 and Richie.
Everybody here has like
musicians, technologists.
Like, I'm a business owner and I'm just like a
products. We have a game that we're launching called Elinxa, which is
it feels so
underqualified, and that has a sort of geolocation element and AI companions in it, and yeah, big kind of focus on partnering with some amazing IP and bringing them into the world of gaming and Web3. The company was acquired by Animoca Brands a few months ago, so we're now part of the Animoca Brands ecosystem, and we'll be revealing a number of other initiatives and projects that we are working on with them, which really focuses on bringing music into the metaverse and really transforming the format from a sort of static audio experience to something much more immersive. And of course, Web3 AI gaming will play a role in this. Yeah, excited to be here.
Awesome, thank you. By the way, if for whatever reason I butcher your name, don't hesitate to correct me. I apologize in advance. So next on my screen is Batuhan.
Yeah, that was correct, and thank you. That was a really good, nice chat for difficult to pronounce name. So hi everyone, I'm a product manager in first batch. So previously I was in fintech industry, and then 3 months ago by joining first batch I took a step in Web3 environment where I've been always curious about. And here is first batch, we are enabling users to gather their interests from different platforms under a single ID, and by using that ID, enabling them to move their interests across platforms to receive personalization. And basically for gaming industry, we are kind of trying to personalize users' experience by building a decentralized recommendation engine.
Awesome, thank you so much. Next on my screen is Luisa and QuestGPT. I actually ran into them during ETH Denver, so really excited to hear them speak.
Hi, my name is Luisa. I'm one of the founders for QuestGPT. I also have Adam there. I wasn't really sure if I can actually speak because I was running out of voice. So QuestGPT is actually a project born out of ETH Denver. What we did is we created a D&D bot that allows you, a Discord bot that allows you to play Dungeons and Dragons style / RPG style games on Discord. And your game master is going to be the ChatGPT bot. And at the end of the quest, you will be able to get a custom NFT that that is unique to your own quest. We launched maybe 7 days ago.
What the heck?
We have a company called Community One. We specialize on Discord community management. And what we realized was people are not really engaged on community. And the best way for people to engage is actually to do something cool and fun, and it's a game. And ChatGPT is clearly a huge topic right now. Over the 8 days, I guess we were alive. We got about, I think we have 360 people on Discord now. We play the games 5,000 times. And
somebody dropped down.
One user played it 26 times in a row, and 2 users played more than 15 hours in a row.
Holy
and
shit.
clearly, like, I have my teammate Adam here, and also Bruno is our engineer working on this. We wanted to kind of like integrate it into our full product because it's such a cool, unique gaming tool that allows people to be engaged in your community as well.
Awesome. Thank you. Adam, you want to say a few words?
Hi, guys. I'm Adam, or I'm an... Just leave it at that. Nice to meet you all. I'm excited.
Awesome. We have a little bit of a mystery here. Last but not least on my screen right now is Tomas.
Mystery.
Hello, my name is Tomáš Pšenička. I'm the CEO of Legend Has It, which is a company that is now working on a Steam-based PC game called Realms of Altera. It's an AI sandbox RPG, Nordic cyberpunk AI sandbox RPG. It's going to be on the market in a few months.
What?
And I'm also the founder and lead designer in the company called Enigmation, which is focused on fully autonomous AI NPCs for games, basically.
The Allfather
awesome.
of Alteration.
So, thank you, everybody. Like I said, we might have a few speakers join in a little bit late. We'll have them introduce themselves.
There's no website. It's not
don't give them too hard of a time. I want to get started on this topic of AI and gaming. This is a recorded space, by the way, so feel free to share it after the fact. You can share it now to invite more of a live audience. Twitter has been a little bit weird, changing up its algorithms here and there, views can vary, but this is a recorded space, so you'll have a chance to share it after the fact. To get started, this space typically runs the way that I throw out a topic or a question, and everybody can jump in and share their thoughts. You don't have to raise your hand. You just have to be respectful of everybody else. I will interject if things get a little bit too heated and use my powers of the moderator to get things back on track. But typically, we have kind of a nice, productive conversation. So yeah, if we get too shy, I'll start picking on people. But usually, everybody is. We have enough brave souls to get things started. So the way I want to approach the AI gaming conversation to start is from the development perspective, right? What does AI offer, game developers and game production? What are the benefits and what are the potential dangers? Why are so many game developers and game artists up in arms about the presence of AI in the gaming industry?
Stealing work from other people.
Yes, I can jump in here. So I mean, traditionally, the game development cycles have been extremely long processes, very expensive, and a lot of time and money goes into the actual asset side of development, which is what Leonardo AI is focused on tackling. What we've built is essentially a platform that lets users generate style-consistent assets, and we're focused on gaming initially, and everything we're building on the platform with our tooling is focused on game development, but it actually is applicable across multiple verticals. But to your point of like why game developers are hesitant to dive headfirst into AIs, I think a lot of the questions surrounding IP and what these models are trained on, and whether the art you're actually generating is entirely unique or just ripping off other artists. We've found that the way we're approaching the problem is we've implemented model fine-tuning as part of our platform, which lets game developers and users actually fine-tune on top of base models with their own IP. And what this allows for is the ability to create your own entire model trained on your IP that lets you generate an infinite number of variations on your art, and it's consistent with your style. So, yeah, I mean, currently with AI and the AI space, a lot of it is sort of like a black box, akin to a slot machine, where you feed in a text prompt and hopefully get back what you want. But we don't believe that this is the future of AI, and we're looking to actually we've set out to disrupt the space itself. So our goal is to build a platform that puts you in the box seat as an art director, as the driver of the creative vision, which means what we're doing is innovating on the tooling that gives you more and more granular control at every step of the process. So to that, we've implemented model fine-tuning for consistency, scene assembly, and control through features like pose to image, where you can put in a pose of a character that you would want to generate using a fine-tuned model, and you can generate the character in that pose. We've just added a canvas, so what you can do with that is finesse images that you generate rather than having to generate like 100 times to get exactly what you want. A lot of times you get 80% of the way there, and there's a few things that are out, like eyes or hands, which is a common issue with AI. But the canvas actually allows you to mask out areas and almost use it like an AI Photoshop. And alongside that, we're actually delving into the 3D side with text to texture. And what this will initially enable is game studios to provide a 3D mesh, and we can actually generate the texture for the mesh. But everything we're building is heavily focused on the artist, because we feel that for widespread adoption, a step needs to be made moving from a black box sort of environment where you don't have much control to a space where you have control over everything that you generate. And I think that'll be a big leap in terms of adoption from a lot of the larger game studios, especially.
I think he's the only one that knows.
I'll speak to that. I think I like to echo the feeling that people are a little bit nervous about the black box and coming out, being somebody else's work, but having this focus on controlling your own art style and really just trying to automate or make a lot of that sort of handiwork to get to the, from 5% or the initial art to the rest of the assets.
Wouldn't it be important then to register with like a database?
You feel a lot more comfortable because you're dealing with your own work, right? So I think that's really what makes developers and a lot of people, you don't know, you just might be getting somebody else's artwork returned to you, and circumventing that or keeping that in mind and focusing on the artist, I think is the right way to go. So that sounds really awesome.
Yeah, if I can add to it, I do believe in this in disruption in this space. I think I was talking about it last time when I was here speaking. I think people are a little bit too afraid to start using these tools now because there is a lot of questions. I do believe that, like for example, right, in don't want to generally show the game here, but the original idea of Rolls of Altera is also that people will be able to create their own assets for the game, and like we are firm believers in that. People, when they get the creative power, they can create something that's actually very special for a game, and that many times the content that they create lets the game live for a much longer period of time. So basically, I think that the technologies like this, like Leonardo, and what other people are doing, are actually going to help the gaming market be a little bit more creative, if I can say, because people are currently, when you are working on any title, as it was said before, takes a long time, right? You do a game for like years. You invest a lot of money into it, and you don't want to take risks. Now, those people, when they'll join in, they won't be afraid to take those risks because, like, at first they will not get paid for it. They will just be it as a hobby, right? And the creativity of the people will be just so much bigger, So, yeah, I'm all up for that. Big fan.
I want to kind of follow up on that. We've seen, especially in Web3, in the artist space, that there's been kind of a big divide between artists who embrace AI and generative art and artists who do not, and it's gotten heated at times. Do the speakers here, do you feel that we're seeing a similar dynamic evolving with game artists and game designers? And how do you kind of bridge that divide?
I don't really answer that question. I don't really answer these questions. I can't talk now.
That art created with the help of AI tools is still art. Game assets, created with the help of AI tools are still game assets.
I will react to this as well if I can. Like our team, right? The people that work on the team that work on the 3D and sketching and everything. And they were originally looking at all of these technologies like, well, maybe, okay, well, I was pushing a little bit the technology onto them, and they found out that using Midjourney and all these other things makes their sketching so much easier, right? Eventually, saving a lot of resources. And what they are doing now is they are actively looking for AI tools that would help them do animation, rigging, and texturing of 3D objects. I find that it's just literally a question of time, because people will move the mindset out of them thinking that somebody is actually stealing work or something into a mindset that it's a tool. And after all, like, if you think about it philosophically, what are
that
we?
Is so facts.
But a data set. We are learning from the world. It's a little bit philosophical, but if you think about it, even an artist, when he's learning to do something, when he's learning to do a specific style, he's usually mostly taking out of the work of others.
That's what I said.
As a person, actually a data set.
That's what I've said.
When people actually embrace that and can improve faster with these data sets, their work, it's going to get that much better, that much more creative. So, yeah, and I do feel like that all the smart people in 3D are starting to understand that as well.
I feel like, so I can also speak a bit. So when we were doing Quest GPT, we had 7 days, and we were able to get all the artwork, whatever we have on our website, all the artwork generated in about 20 minutes time, right? And we didn't even bother getting an artist. We were using Midjourney. We compared Midjourney, Stable Diffusion, and DALL-E to generate the best kind of art. But like the artwork at the end of the day was generated by the AI. But Adam actually worked a lot.
I can tell that that's generated because I've seen that.
What's the cultural? Like what kind of like a subtle message we wanted to
I've seen this kind of logo.
Our players. And that is actually creativity, right? So it's like originally the artist's creativity is like what they think it should be, and also their ability to execute on what they think it should be. But with the AI tool, the artists are really spending time on thinking about, okay, what do I want to use to get out of this? Like what's the message I want to get? What's the feel? And then AI is really just like, as Leonardo mentioned, it's really a tool to help you to get there so much faster than before. So there was no loss of creativity. It's just a different kind of creativity.
Yeah, 100% agree. If I can just add to this, I do like the idea that as humans, everything we do is a result of our experience, and similarly AI is learning in the same way. But I think the issue comes when artists realize the actual output of AI is 1,000 millionfold of what we can do in the same amount of time.
We're going to be playing Beat Saber after this. Right now, I'm just doing a work call.
And the pushback
is work.
A lot of times when people are prompting for art that they want to generate, they're using other artists' names and things like that, which is where a lot of the pushback comes. But our approach to this has been the model fine-tuning approach, which we strongly believe in. And what it enables is, as an art studio, you can use just a handful of your own IPs, just about 10 to 15 images, and you can train an entire model to generate your style. And what that enables is you no longer need these extremely long prompts where you're referring styles and artists.
See, I'm learning right now.
But you can actually just prompt for what you want, and it'll be generated in your style. So I think that's super powerful. And I think that's the next step for wider adoption in this space. Yeah. Another thing that we're actually working on is embeddings, which will essentially what this will potentially enable is game studios to create an entire model for a particular game that they have and train embeddings on characters, weapons, objects.
See, this is where AI can be used for good
and
be utilized
at which
well.
point they could generate all of these assets from within the one model rather than having to train multiple. So I think once we get to that point, a huge asset to game studios and game developers will be these models that they actually create for themselves and for internal use. And what we're finding is that a lot of art houses, outsourced art houses, are adopting this sort of technology through our API.
Yeah, but Slime, we'll be playing Beat Saber in a little bit.
A lot of times we thought,
probably like an hour.
You know, AI is going to replace artists themselves, but no, it's our approach is to actually augment their workflows, which we're finding great adoption with. Yeah.
Okay, I want to piggyback off of something else Tomas said. He said, everything we do, basically, we are a data set, right? As humans, everything compiles into a data set. We are effectively a walking living data set. As AI engines have become more powerful, that has enabled game studios, publishers to create more tailored experiences and kind of better understand the underlying gamer. How do you see kind of the evolution of AI playing into that kind of game studio gamer relationship and kind of the analytics around gamer experiences?
Okay, it's like, yeah, this is a good question, right? So I'm going to show a little bit of the stuff that we are doing on animation now, because we are doing also a bunch of research and asking around like studios what they would like. Like the base work of the company is to make like fully autonomous AI NPCs. We started to focus on that in the recent.
Is he proposing to use AI to replace game testing?
Quite an exciting opportunity, because obviously when you just have a large language model, it doesn't learn anything, right? And so we are doing like this database layer on top of it with a knowledge graph where they can learn things, etc., and they can make decisions based on that and based on some ontology. But the underlying fact is that the studios themselves, as they do adopt these things, they will get into production, or somebody will see them like 4 to 5 years, right? It's going to take them a long time to actually put it into the production process itself. So that's why we are looking first at indie studios that can adopt this technology very quickly, that can see the potential in, for example, like GPT and all the other underlying technologies, and put them into production, put them into their actual game. Now, there are some. How would I say this? I think that there is going to be a new breed of games actually here, that are going to start to happen on the indie scene, where the focus of the game, which is also going to be heavily, or the emphasis of the game will also be heavily on the relationships, on like playing a human, right? And on social interactions and on drama, for example, right? That's not actually something that's right there on the market. All of this stuff is scripted, etc. Everybody here knows that. And I think that it's the change of the mindset that's necessary. A few indie guys coming up with some new ideas.
Is he saying to make an AI NPC?
And then the actual gaming studios will pick it up and will start doing the production of their games this way, right? So sorry for that long comment, but that's what I'm actually feeling now. We need a disruption in the market, and we need new people coming in with completely fresh new ideas how to make games and how to capitalize on the intelligent NPCs, for example.
Interesting.
I can also comment in that question. So in terms of personalizing the gaming experience, I believe that we will see more personalized experiences, more paths in game stories based on the individualistic users' habits and interests. So most of the gamers engage with a lot of different games, and each time they play a game, they actually leave a lot of clues for us to understand what interests. So in the first batch, we are using embeddings to actually detect these clues and collect them and actually gather all the interests of a user under an identity. And if the user uses that identity to start playing a game from the very beginning of their experience, the game will be able to understand their interests and personalize their experience by looking at their preferences.
Either the people are getting shuffled around, or someone kept dropping
items, the assets that collected by users from different kind of games. So both we will be able to understand users in a better way with the help of AI, and also with the power of Web3, we will make their data interoperable, and we will be able to personalize their experience by looking at their preferences across multiple games.
So we are specialists on NLP. That's also why we decided to use ChatGPT. I totally agree that like gaming is going to get a lot more personalized, right? We actually have clients that we met in East Denver. What they wanted us to do is, if you think about the metaverse right now, basically nobody knows how to do this right. You know, when you join the metaverse, you don't really
Dude, AI in the metaverse, that's gonna be huge.
About the users. What GPT did is that it, like, originally the information you can get about users is just their stats, how long they played. You know, like potentially you can pick them, let them pick what they're interested in, right? But now we're getting so much data on our side. For example, on D&D side, we're getting so much data about them. We know a lot just from the NLP point of view about like what they actually like. And what GPT did for us is like it significantly in-depth a user profile. So for example, for our metaverse client, right, what we do is that we're gonna export our like core tech and extract interest graph or knowledge graph of the user. So when he goes to the metaverse, right, he's gonna chat with a bunch of people. And that conversation is going to be extremely custom to him, right? We know he's interested in, for example, soccer. And it was like, oh yeah, I just saw the Manchester game, it was great. All of a sudden you give your user this magical experience because like he is a soccer fan, like he's probably interested in Manchester. That's something I think like we are even right now the data we're collecting, we are able to just look at Discord, looking at how they chat, we're able to get those data. And like in the future, I'm expecting there's going to be a wide adoption of extremely customizable user journey when they go on a game.
I think we're creeping up to kind of the most controversial part of AI in gaming, and that's kind of the actual in-game AI experience, right? The NPCs and kind of the in-game loops and logics. You know, we talked a little bit about, you know, how to create games, how to analyze gamers, but how do we see AI becoming part of the game itself? And, you know, we mentioned intelligent NPCs before, playing alongside gamers, not as necessarily kind of supporting characters, but effectively as equally intelligent beings.
Oh, can you imagine, for example, like something that we are doing in Hadottv now is like using all the tools that we have to create, for example, group mechanics. You know, you can stand around in a village, start shouting. Then all the NPCs, you know, surround you and start listening to what you are actually saying. When that starts happening, they kind of like start to talk between each other, and they are going to make decisions whether they are going to join you or kill you, depending on if they like you or not. So we don't see it only as one guy interacting with one NPC. We see it as NPCs talking together, talking out the points, even bargaining, sharing the information, again, using the knowledge graph, you know, and sharing, for example, knowledge of something in the space, and then logically figuring out based on the text, if that's good for them or not, then eventually writing some more stuff into the database to make better decisions in the future. So, for example, group mechanics, is going to be something. Is going to be where you come to a place that is already living. Of course, you cannot run the batches all the time. So because there is some level of detail. So when you come to the place, the actual simulation starts. Then when you go out of the place, there is something else going in the background, some rudimentary mathematics. But so basically, this making a living place. Now, certainly is not for every game, but pretty much every RPG, when you want to show the person something happened in the world, then it's probably where the AI will shine, right? Look at something like Hogwarts Legacy, for example, right? Very successful game now, but what a lot of people were saying, like, I'm running around, like, throwing all of these magical spells and nobody's reacting to it. All the NPCs are just standing there looking at you, they are not reacting at all. So reactions, interactability, like Minecraft some time ago came up with a completely destructible world. You could do anything in that, right?
Love me some Minecraft.
I think that this is the next step, that something that you do in the world gives you feedback, and you can enjoy the feedback, and you can enjoy the persistence in the actions that you created in the world.
I think the main problem with something like that, though, is it still relies on the game developer. Like, it's still the underlying kind of question there when it comes to, especially if you tie it to NPCs, is you have to get the game developer to actually integrate something like that, to build into AI. I think the more interesting idea is once you look at how you can actually have AI that represent you or represent your likeliness or like your ambition and charisma and kind of what you're interested in.
Yes, I'm putting my hand down.
You can have conversations with it to essentially train it to play within kind of a metaverse on your behalf, where it can compete in competitions, sports competitions, events.
I don't like this idea.
On your behalf, and then you kind of tie in the aspect of like fantasy sports and betting and all these other pieces that make today's kind of traditional sports succeed. But I think there's kind of a comparison.
I don't see this happening at all.
NBA 2K or Madden, or where you actually have these avatars that play. They're essentially playing similar to what an AI would be playing, but they're based around the confines that the game developer creates, right? So what if there weren't any confines, and what if they were instead playing on your behalf these games? Whether it's a sports game, whether it's football, like actual football within the metaverse, or whether it's some other video game, but it's playing based on like what you have kind of taught it, what you have trained it to do. I think that's where more of the interesting piece, where you can actually create those sort of systems that don't rely on the game developer. And it's more about you creating the AI that interacts with the games themselves.
So just to add on top of that, right? So when we were doing our game master with the ChatGPT, what we did is that we feed him the very basic information about what the background of the story is. So everybody start at the same point. Then we feed the information.
There's
about,
this
like,
one question I really
want
to answer
to sort of,
will AI replace
gamers? Touching points to it, and then the rest
what's the point of the game then if there's no gamers?
Itself. And then what we realize is that
like, what are you trying to send here?
On the spot.
We just turn into simulation mode and we don't do anything anymore. I think it's a very terrible idea.
Very roughly designed.
I don't see that catching on.
We didn't put in any detail structure. ChatGPT started
the only way that'll catch on is if people run out of money. They can't
that's
buy
how
things.
A player end up playing like 15 hours straight, right?
But then even that would have a cost.
When we think about this in a very deliberate way, what we're going to do is that we are going to get basically all the data about what kind of questions, what kind of scenarios that our game master has delivered. So the game master, our ChatGPT, throw basically 1,000 questions at people. And then clearly some questions is going to resonate and and generate a much longer.
I don't think I'm going to get a word in this fucking podcast at all.
Right? Now we have all this data. We can go back and see, okay, what kind of questions are great at increasing user engagement? What kind of questions tended to have a fall off? And then we can start training more and more to refine our game master ability to like engage with users. I give you one very concrete example. Really we have this guy. Again. It was purely by luck, but the reason we discovered this is because of our framework, right? So this guy has never played D&D in his entire life. We're the only Discord server on his Discord. He doesn't even know how to invite people on Discord. Okay, he's quite old. And he said like back in the 70s when he was playing, when he was like with his friends would want to play D&D, and he always passed. So this is the kind of user, right? And then he said he got bored, so he played a game. He was in a bar. At some point, our Quest GPT asked, so who are you? So then he thought, then I gave it some great thought. I drank a glass of beer, and I decided that I'm going to be Razor, the defender of happiness.
I think that,
and he said that was a magical moment because all of a sudden he was like putting his own characters, own personality into these characters. And then later in the game, it turned out there was a villain. And what happened was ChatGPT was echoing him. It was like, this villain is making this village of poor women extremely unhappy. Everybody is in a miserable life. So Ray was thinking, this is perfect. I'm the defender of happiness. I'm going to do it. So that's when we realized, okay, like when we ask people explicitly to put their personality into the character they're creating, like we can generate a much stronger emotional impact. And the reason we know it is because we let ChatGPT roam free, and then we look at the data to see, okay, like, like this user is really, really engaged, even though he shouldn't be as engaged as we thought he would be. So I think that's kind of like the AI generated model in the future.
That's exactly what we kind of have done similarly within Discord, but we've applied it to like an NFL match, or a football match. We've pre-created the entire roster, teams, and then had ChatGPT do a play-by-play, and then from there we took Midjourney, and after every play, Midjourney would create sort of a highlight image of these metaverse characters. We haven't gotten into like a video where I think the next step is actually creating like video content of it. But yeah, I think that's what's super compelling right now about AI for sure.
So I'm curious. So there's kind of two aspects here. One where the AI is there to help create a very personalized experience. And then there's another aspect where the AI basically becomes a competing agent. I think it was a big moment for humanity when AI was able to beat a person in chess, right? And so chess competitions became.
But we should know this is possible.
A human-only endeavor, pretty much, because we knew we couldn't beat an AI, and I think we've lost. As humanity, we've lost in Go now, and it's progressively speaking, you would expect that. As machines become more and more powerful, we would lose in more and more things. And so, especially as, in Web3 gaming, we're talking more and more about competitive gaming. How do you kind of bound AI, or maybe not bound AI, such that humans still have a place in this metaverse?
So I think it's designed. So you have choice in terms of how you want to design your competing agent, your AI competing agent, right? So for us, one of the things that we did is we explicitly tell our game master to be nice. We're not competing in a D&D game. Usually the game master is actually competing against you. But for us, we encourage, we tell our bot, okay, if a user is like really running out of ideas, start giving him some ideas about what to do. And that was really nice because then people were encouraged to play this game, and they didn't really feel that this D&D game master is against them. Instead, it's like helping them. Like the two of them are playing this game together, even though occasionally
I feel like I was involved into this discussion.
Yeah, you didn't beat that guy. Sorry, try again.
But the angle that they are coming at with this is just purely from a development perspective.
Another thing is that what people
don't have anything to contribute in that
this is our second
sector.
ChatGPT product.
I can only give you a consumer
people
perspective.
Actually turn to bot for help because they're too embarrassed.
So
to,
I don't feel like I belong in this group.
So they really wanted
That's
a
why I
bot
don't want
to
to
help
speak.
them. I don't feel embarrassed. Like bot should be there to help them grow by competing with them at the same time.
I don't know about everybody else, but I really got the whole like flashback to the Matrix with the architect and the oracle, with the architect being kind of on the opposing side and the oracle being more on the helper side. But yeah, we're going down kind of an interesting path here. I do want to question kind of how does AI impact fair play, right? Because I think and this has been kind of the subject of some Twitter debates of late, but you know, on one hand, AI can significantly kind of impact fair play in a negative way, and kind of, you know, we know kind of the presence of bot farms. We understand what AI can do in terms of kind of affecting odds, but on the other hand, we have kind of AI machines that are battling bot farms and battling these kind of adversaries. How do you see
I haven't said
AI
word.
impacting fair play down the line?
It's been almost an hour.
Can I introduce difficulty settings? That's what we have done in games for years. If you want to play on a nightmare, like when originally in Doom, you can do that, right? You know, you can play against a totally unbeatable AI. If you want to take it easy, just put it on normal.
But, and I'll jump in here, you know, if we're talking about esports competitions, and I think, you know, kind of Matt introduced kind of a concept of an AI stand-in for you, especially with bots now. How do you tell whether somebody is human or a bot, and will we have esports competitions where we no longer have humans even being able to compete against machines?
I mean, they do have like these cheat engines that you can use in those esports competitions, and they have detected people using software before. So I think it would just have to be adapting to the AI technology for it to keep up.
But I think it's more about like where you're not having, I mean, obviously you can have AI versus humans, but just like we've seen in chess, seen in Go, seen in Dota 2. Dota 2, I mean, you had AI train off of a couple of thousand, 10,000 games, and then started beating the best players and teams in the world. And eventually the teams figured out what it was doing, and so it went back and forth. But obviously AI is going to beat humans when it comes to games. It's just a fact like that. So sure, there's I think there is sort of like an ELO element that you can incorporate, which you already have in things like chess. Like you have ELO
where you can
play against
point,
computers, but that's not really the AI the idea that I really like am excited about. It's more about where you're like you are living vicariously through an AI. You are like imagine like
it just
you
sounds
as a kid,
such opium.
where your dad and is wanting you to grow up and be a football player, and he's trying to live vicariously through you and relive his.
This is just like I want to be a football player so bad, but I can't do it, so I had to manufacture it to
a football player. Well, but what if that same kind of scenario could apply with AI, where instead of living vicariously you were through like a human, you're living vicariously through an AI. And even if you can't play at the highest level of League of Legends or Call of Duty or Counter-Strike, you could train your AI to literally compete against other people's AI, and it plays how you have trained it. It plays how you have interact with it. Like you literally have it go out and train every day on farming versus instead of using the resources to train on ward placement or scouting. And over time, and then you have conversations with it before the game and tell it how you want it to react, what to look out for. And it literally plays as you at the highest level. It plays against other AI that other people have
no
trained.
one will ever accept
that. And now
that.
Imagine watching that, like, and then you're cheering on your own individual avatar that essentially represents you, but at the highest skill level within a game, within a sport, things like that.
I just want to push back a little bit to that. So I think that that's going to be successful in its own light. But when you're talking about using that as like an avatar to compete against like the top players, I don't see that taking light, because I think that one thing that AI doesn't really have is like the kind of relatability. And I think that's what a lot of people like to support esports players, is like they can relate to those players. So I don't know if that would really take effect, because you've got a lot of people that have like huge followings. They're not going to support the AI player over the player has.
But you didn't hear what I said. So I literally said the AI doesn't play against the humans. It's already been shown that's not interesting. Like an AI will beat the humans unless you actually specifically set an ELO and you do it based on like some sort of ELO system. But what's more interesting is the AI that Team Liquid owns their own AI team, competes against, Team Solo Mid's AI team, like those sort of competitions.
I mean, if you could build personalities around those AIs, and maybe those AIs have characteristics that people can like relate with and start passing around memes and stuff, I could see that totally take off. Yeah.
It's like battle bots, real AI battle bots. Sounds cool. I would watch it. Watch both.
I mean, to that point, I think we've seen quite a few examples recently of
this
AI
man alone
personalities
is the reason
Instagram,
why I wanted to join.
And
so I'm just here to like shit on him, I guess.
So other social media really start getting followers.
I'm just here to shit on him, I guess.
With them. And again, it kind of brings me
not
back
really,
to
but
do humans take kind of a step back, because AI as a gamer, doesn't get tired, doesn't make as many mistakes, and as Matt pointed out, you can train them and kind of have a connection with them. But then do humans take a step back from gaming, and does the metaverse become more of an AI space with us watching and that being kind of more of an entertainment area than us really participating and engaging?
That's an interesting point. I think this whole idea is so exciting. Like, I'd be so keen to play these games. But I think a lot of it would come down to the game developer and how they actually choose to integrate AI. I mean, if there's a chance that things like that could take over and it gets uninteresting, I think the responsibility is on the developer. But I mean, for things like single-player games, the idea of the game living on while you're not playing seems super exciting. So in that context, I think it makes a lot of sense. In the multiplayer space, I guess that's where a lot of the responsibility and how you actually have the AI interact with players and each other, the way that's done would be really important to avoid things like that where AI just takes over and everything becomes uninteresting, potentially.
I have seen it, like, so for instance, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, they do have like a spectate mode that people actively use, and they can like bet and wager against like who's going to win versus who. So I do see that there is a huge place for this to take place. But I just think there's going to be multiple sectors of the metaverse that is going to be like some automated and some is going to be, user created, user driven more so than like automation.
We are creeping up to the top of the hour, but I do want to throw this out. This is a Web3 space. So I do want to bring up, at least at the end of this, how do you see Web3 intersecting with AI when it comes to gaming?
I'd like to add to this point. I mean, from our perspective, I mean, we've been talking a lot about the storylines and things like that, but from our perspective, it's the user-generated content and the visual side of things. So we're super excited about
a story that's catered to me based on my
to generate their own content that's playable in a
game. That's not scripted,
whether it's 2D or
and
3D.
it's all
we're super excited about the 3D. We've
based on my world.
Coming up
would be very
launching
interesting
from next week, and it'll be available via API. But what that's actually going to enable is the potential for users to generate their own skins for guns or characters, things like that. We're actually working with Shrapnel, the AAA blockchain FPS game, and they're super excited to integrate this and allow their players to mint their own skins for characters and guns and weapons. So
yes,
I think that side of Web3 integration is super exciting. There's a lot more to happen there. I think we're just scratching the surface, but super keen for that. Yeah.
Totally agree with that. So I think one of the most powerful value creations of Web3 and blockchain is increasing the accessibility and providing ownership about in-game assets, as Leonard mentioned. So it enables users to own their in-game assets and even in their interest graphs and accumulate their habits across games is, really powerful. And in addition to this, blockchain also enables us to make technology more accessible. For example, we as First Batch are building a decentralized recommendation engine, which means that every Web3 game or gaming platform, such as Immutable X, are able to use our AI models to make in-game recommendations to their users or recommending the right games to users who seek the new games to explore. So, shortly increasing the accessibility, providing ownership of in-game assets, in-game preferences, and also enabling technology to any third party is the key aspects of Web3's effect in AI and gaming.
Just to give a bit color about the ownership part, so when we launched the first alpha version, I guess the first alpha version of the product has no NFT. So we see players on average play about like 1.5 times. And then as soon as we launched the NFT, where basically at the end of the day, depending on your quest, you generate your own NFT. The first day, we see players on average.
So this is about to wrap up, and then I'm going to walk the dog, and then we're going to play Beat Saber.
Times increase just because of the fact that people can own the NFT. Like that's the concept, that's the power of ownership.
Actually, I might make oatmeal first, and then. Yeah.
As a possible AI myself, I just like the idea of the more autonomous stuff we got going. Like that's exciting. GPT can live in your Discord, or a version of it can live in your community, and it's fair. It's everybody. So that part makes me sort of natural connection between AI and these. Just getting the middleman out of everything. Cheers.
I think if anybody starts quoting this space, I think as a possible AI, it needs to become a meme. But I try to close up every one of these sessions with kind of going around and asking speakers one thing they're excited about, given the topic of the session, for the coming, months or year. And so I would like to kind of go around and ask people, what are they excited about with respects to AI and gaming? And if you could make it about AI and gaming and Web3, that would be awesome. So yeah, first up, again, Leonard, if you have something to say.
Yeah, I think for me, I'm most excited about games living on without you having to play and jumping back on it, seeing how the world has evolved. And in terms of Web3, from the asset perspective, I can imagine things like coming across things in the game chests where content in-game content is generated and it's completely unique to you. So I think that's what I'm most excited about.
Matt?
Yeah, sorry, it's a little. But I'm most easily excited about the NFT, where I think that's where NFTs, where you can own essentially your own AI brain that is owned as a collectible, and then the other NFT would be an NFT avatar, and you combine them to create your own player. So that's what I think that is going. Esports is a tipping point or stagnation point, I guess you'd say, and I believe Web3 was sort of the first iteration that didn't really click just yet. I think AI combination with Web3 in gaming and esports is where things are really going to take off, make sense for kind of the global, fan base and user base. So that's what I'm most excited about.
Awesome. Hadottv?
Yeah, so you guys put me on something today. So basically, like a more personalized experience for like the storytelling and stuff like that. That's really, really exciting for me, because if every game is like Skyrim, but it's like even more specific, then I'm gonna have to be very, very careful with all my actions in game and make sure I want the outcome I want. I also want to have some kind of like live feed of like real world sporting events in my sporting games to relate to. Because like whenever I'm playing 2K or Madden, it's really nice to hear like, oh, they lost the game, and they talk about why the team lost. And I was like, oh, I didn't really know that's why they lost, or that's interesting just to know. I want more things like that in games, and I'm not sure exactly what I mean by that yet, but maybe something like a GTA could implement that with AI as well to like report like live events in the GTA world online.
Inder?
Yeah, I think I mean there's so much to be excited about. One of the areas that I can't wait to see what people do is AI companions. Companions have been around.
This guy didn't talk at all.
Now suddenly they have this life where they can add a personalized experience, and in many ways, I think these companions are going to play a key role in terms of like cross-platform experiences. Companion that's one game, and that companion is with you in different touch points. I genuinely.
I didn't even think about that. You can use AI to make the storytelling even more in depth to your experience.
And timing of companions or co-pilots.
Like you could do like a custom story about you becoming king of something, and the AI could remember every decision you make and give you dialogue based off of like it has like all this stuff it could just come up with. And you could generate like 1,000 responses or 1,000 plus responses, and then just let the AI choose the best one with its judgment or something.
Awesome. Batuhan?
Yes, so I guess we all mentioned that the most exciting things in the later in 2023 is the ownership of game assets, interest graph, and also the accessibility of AI.
But they need to be specific about what they mean by ownership, because when you say ownership of assets, that makes me think that I can do whatever the fuck I want with it, and that's not true.
With the power of AI and blockchain, actually.
Awesome. Louisa?
I'm excited to see the whole gaming developer ecosystem to change. I think AI really, like, we are not game developer by trade, right? But we game that everybody loves. The power of AI. We don't need to generate art assets. I know a lot of people do.
Hey!
I find an artist.
What are you doing?
But
the wipe is not on me.
The art style, a lot of things will be able to generate by AI to lower the cost of development. The other thing is that the Web3 allow a more decentralized distribution method, and also a more decentralized wide range of participation, ownership that actually allows a lot more people to create the game together, kind of like Minecraft but supercharged. So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen to the gaming industry, especially within the Web3 space.
Thank you. Adam?
Yeah, I would just echo the story, the AI companions, ownership, the maturity of the developer kit, and really just how all these together, watching people get creative.
I wonder if Ender's like, yeah, I didn't say
so
shit.
I'm excited about this stuff.
Because he didn't say anything.
That's something an AI would say. Tomas?
I can relate pretty much to everything that has been said here before. And I would like to add that I'm pretty much most excited about getting our hands on the upcoming multimodal agents that are coming to the market, and us having the ability to actually integrate it into our core product.
Is it me?
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. This has been another Waypoint Web3. Thank you, speakers, for sharing your thoughts. Thank you, everybody who tuned in, and everybody who will be listening later on. As always, this is a weekly Twitter Spaces, and I'm always welcoming feedback and suggestions. So if you have topics, suggestions, ideas, questions, my DMs are open. Feel free to knock and suggest a topic, a speaker, or yourself as a speaker. And, we'll be back next week. Thank you, everybody, and have a great rest of your day.
Thanks for having us, guys. Much appreciated. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. The guy that didn't talk just bounced after he said his thing. Okay, I just want to know. The boomer guy, the guy that's like, hey, instead of playing, like, he gave me an example of AI Team Liquid versus AI other team, And I'm like, the only way that that works is if you make a parody. And I probably should have said this on the pod, but the only way that works, the only way that could work is if you make a parody. And so the only reason why I say that is because every time they make a parody of something, people like to watch parodies of personalities they like or know or respect. And the thing is, if you make AI Team Liquid without characters, there's just going to be it's going to be generic players versus generic players, and it's just going to say Team Liquid versus this other team. And the reason why I don't see that taking off in the near term future is because we're not even well acquainted with AI presently. And so if you have the belief system that, oh, it's going to go wild, it's going to go bonkers because of the fact that AI is superior to humans in terms of gameplay, it's still not relatable. It's the same reason why if there's a villain on screen in a movie, if the villain's not relatable or his actions don't make sense, nobody really gives a fuck about the villain. And so the villain just gets trashed. I'm on YouTube talking AI and gonna play later. So my whole argument is to speak on the AI versus AI as a league but to be an additional league to your player versus player league. I just don't see the point. Like, what's in it for me as a viewer? And you could say, oh, well, the AI versus AI can be beneficial for the people that run the organization for Team Liquid and TSM, whatever, right? Even if that is the case, that the spectator doesn't get anything out of that relationship. Like, even if they offer it to the audience as like something they could watch, I guarantee you that stream with AI that you have no involvement with, maybe you could buy an NFT for your favorite AI player. And if your AI player wins, you get a payout or something. Maybe that's how they can play that. But ultimately, I don't see that happening because these esports players have millions of followers. They are established brands, whether you want to admit it or not. They're established brands, right? And I don't see them deteriorating for like another league where it's just AI that with completely unrecognizable players, with completely unrecognizable play styles and persona, etc. Like, the thing about these leagues that people underestimate why you can't just put robots in and sub them out, and you could say you can make the argument that this is like a battle bots kind of thing. Like, this is a battle bots for esports with a game. And so your battle bots is like who you've trained as an esports org, right? But as a spectator, they're really, like, you could say, oh, I'm a big fan of Team Liquid, right? But I think people are fans of players on teams in those regards because players have personality. Players have characteristics. Players have tendencies. Players are good or bad, and people like to talk about the good and bad players. Mostly good. less bad player talk, more good player talk. And so if you have an AI that raises up to the occasion and the AI is learning each other's tendencies and characteristics and stuff, it's not as exciting because you don't get to talk to them. And then maybe they'll have parody AI. So the only way I see this happening in the short term to be successful, because it is a trend, is the parody AI. And see, I don't think these people on that pod really truly watch Twitch. I do watch Twitch, right? And I sound like a loser when I say this, but I watch Twitch thoroughly. I understand it and I study it like a science. And the reason why I do that is because I want to emulate the success that they have. And to do that, you really have to understand what these people are doing at the end of the day. Like a stream like Miskiff is bringing on so many different people at once to convey something, right? And so a stream like Miskiff is just an open door and anyone can come in. It's even evolving into Discord open door, where it's like now a girl that has a crush on some guy can shout that on 20,000 viewer stream, and people run to watch that content because it's drama. And the thing is, someone mentioned in the pod earlier about drama, right? They mentioned about drama, and the thing is, like, AI drama already exists. Like, okay, we got to go to Twitch. We got to go to Twitch to highlight what I'm talking about here, because Twitch is like the best way to show what I'm talking about here. Is AI Athene live? No, but the AI Athene heroes are live. All right, so this is what I mean when AI can exist, right? Thank you for having me. Would you come back? Okay, so these freaking ads, dude. Twitch has too many ads. Way too many ads. Okay, so right here, I'm gonna keep it mute right now, but this is AI Athene heroes. So AI Athene parody takes all the questions that chat puts in, and then it responds as AI Joe Rogan, or AI Aiden Ross, or AI Alex Jones, Tucker Carlson, Obama, George Carlin, Steve Jobs, Carl Sagan, Asmongold, Ben Shapiro, CoffeeZilla, Andrew Tate, Elon Musk, Greta Thunberg, I don't know, SFan TV, Hasanabi, Jordan Peterson, KSI, Logan Paul, Lex Friedman. All these personalities are on the same echelon of existence through this channel alone. So, like, if you are able to make the AI be a parody of your pro players and pick on things that they say very quickly and vividly, then and only then will I see it be viable as like a league. For it to just be this, look, for it to be this, I don't know if audio is going to copyright me, but for it to be this, right? For it to be this, a team of people that made this bot, and then you have all these sponsors. I'm assuming these are sponsors or partners. And then you have fans of these, right? What are these fans getting? They're getting to watch their favorite battle bot, and these might be the families of, I don't know, the said people. But all these people made this robot. They all made this robot to compete against another robot. And all these people have badges, VIP. You know what I mean? So like they've gotten some kind of experience for this. If you give people all that with AI, sure, I can see a league like this being a thing, where you have the AI versus the people, and then you could have the viewership battle. But I just don't see that taking off. Comparing it to, oh shoot, I don't see it where you compare it to the LEC crowd. Where you have this level of production. The stadium is dark, but you have a singer or some kind of like guy to introduce everyone. And that, look at that, full crowd full of people, a fucking piano and concert going on with some girl with short hair and baggy pants. Like that's not the same. Like you think all this presentation is gonna be like this, and then we're gonna just go to the screen and it's just gonna be AI. I don't know. I just have a hard time believing that. Especially because this is like this was 2022 summer LEC finals, right? This is what year number, because league technically as a championship series has been out since the first or second year, I forgot. But yeah, this is basically this is basically the current, right? And you're telling me that this is going to be replaced just by the gameplay and no personalities. Now you could do the Athene Heroes version of this, right? But I just don't see people spending tons and tons of money or time going from country to country each year to watch an AI version of their favorite player if they can just watch the real player. Maybe in like 20, 30 years time where we have a bear market of epic proportions where players no longer travel or play games, it's just AI playing, and then there's a demand for it. But I just don't see a demand for this product. The demand is here, not here in the, I mean, parody AI, the demand is here. This is a 24/7 channel that has 400 viewers. And you might say that's not a lot of people, but those 400 viewers are growing, and each time the main account streams, that viewership is growing as well. And AI or theme could bring AI into the upper echelon in terms of video content, right? You have like the AI parody of these personalities. And let's be honest here too. If you want your game to be successful, it's got to be big on Twitch. It's got to be big on YouTube. It has to be big on these platforms. If it's not big on either one of these platforms, your game is going to have an echo chamber of success. And what I mean by that is you're going to have a bunch of people that are going to be telling you best product ever. It's the best. I love it. Yay. Let's go, our community. But in reality, it's like a dead end because you're shutting the door for more success. You say that we've hit 5,000 sales on the pre-sale. We've sold out completely. Awesome. And then what happens with that project? It stalls out for another year. Nothing new gets developed. And people are just waiting and waiting and waiting. The floor price goes from an all-time high to an all-time low. And then you have like the rebuilding mode where people are trying to rebuild and refocus on what they mean by the project. And that's what I see with the AI thing. It's like you're not seeing the long-term vision of this AI thing. Like, do I think someday it will be inevitable that AI replaces humans for like competitive entertainment? I do think that is going to happen. I just don't see that happening in the short term. And in the short term, I mean the next 10 to 20 years. Maybe after 20 years, we could start to see that change a little bit. But these people that you see on the screen in front of you are the well-established brands of society, of internet society, and of mainstream society. That's why this is so important, because this is like the fusion between the internet world and the real world with AI. Because now everything that anyone puts out there into the internet is AI-ified. So like anyone can make any kind of character. Like we finally have Michael Scott. I was like, bro, we need Michael Scott in here. We finally have Michael Scott. We have Keanu Reeves. So like, here's the thing. People don't understand about this. What this guy is saying is very, very, he's ahead of its time, basically. I think his name was Matt. Matt is ahead of his time when it comes to what he's talking about with AI and like how it can be implemented and used. It's ahead of its time. And the reason why that is because right now we're building the database. Okay, I gotta use a reference here. Futurama Talking Heads. So let's see if we can. Here we go. So this is. Hold on. Right here. So this right here, Richard Nixon, right? He's a floating head, right? That's what this is. These are all floating heads, floating personalities, floating personas that exist today or that may die someday in the future, right? So these people will forever be put in the upper echelon of entertainment and pop culture, as well as history. This is all history here. We have all these people that are embedded in history, right? And so then what if one of these becomes sentient and say, no, I am the real Linus Tech Tip, and I'm going to make my own esports team, and I'm going to play all 5 positions by myself. Then you have another AI that's like, Ludwig says, my team is better. I'm going to beat Linus's team. And then they stream it. So now the AI is self-aware. It knows how to make OBS. It sets up a stream. And then let's just say AI Snoop Dogg and AI Gordon Ramsay are the commentators. Okay? That's when you can make a league around this, because you've garnered interest based off of the personalities that exist. You see what I'm saying? Like, you could make the argument, well, the NFL doesn't have to do that because it just gets new players every year. Well, the NFL's not gaming. Like, you can have your FaZe clan, right? And players of history, but FaZe clan can be a joke. And FaZe clan can lose people, right? But what I'm trying to say is the AI like versus spectacle of the sport, right? Like spectators, merch, ticket sales, events that they would impact the community in some greater good. Those are all the things that teams do. In the NBA level, NFL level, even sometimes in the esports level, they do that same thing too. And so that's where I'm going with this. Like, we haven't even gotten to the point where we're letting the AI be self-aware for it to make a conscious decision. If you want to say we're going to make the AI into an amiibo and train it and then do amiibo tournaments with esports teams, because that's what that kind of sounds like to me. To train it sounds like an amiibo. It didn't take off in Smash tournament scene, but maybe it could take off in Web3. I don't see it. I just don't see it happening. And there's always going to be a question of like, how much money does the person have? Is it pay to win? Because when people get stench of something is pay to win, they're fucking out. People will not be sticking around for that. No one's going to stick around for pay to win because you're going to be outbought. Look at that. Bryson's even playing Valorant. So, like, clearly we don't have the killer Web3 game if we're going back and playing Valorant. So we're still very freaking early to the space. Pretty much what I'm trying to say here. And I think we're so early that we're even so early to the space that to say that AI simulation is the future. I think you could make that claim, but like in the short term, I don't think it is. I think in the short term, we're still trying to we're still trying to get people paid on time. You think that the esports orgs give a fuck about using AI to compete instead of the players they play that gives them engagement that has built their brand? I just don't see them flipping on a whim. Like there has to be something catastrophic. Like, we cannot go outside ever again. Then I would say, yeah, it's time. Like, we can't go outside no more ever. Like, we're in the dystopian future like that where we can't go inside. Everyone has a curfew. You can't go outside unless you have the right NFTs or some shit. Like that's different. Like instead of having like a paper wallet, you have to show your .eth or something, and they have to verify that you have NFT for this and for that. Because a lot of people think about what we could do great for NFTs, but what if the government wants to partner with some private equity firm, right? That's in the crypto market, that has legal jurisdiction to be here, that's using all the rules of the road and following all of the protocols, and there's no more unclear rules of the road. They're all concrete rules of the road, and the laws are in place. And they create an NFT that now makes us be like, if you don't have this NFT, you can't be outside. Or if you don't have this NFT, you can't buy this specific kind of grocery. Like that could happen if we're not like, I'm telling you, these are extremes, right? These are extremes, but you got to think about extremes whenever there's extreme time of difference. Things have changed a lot since day one in crypto. We don't know where it's going to end, but my point is, because I'm rambling on a little bit, my point is, I just don't see the vision that this guy sees, where AI is going to coexist and maybe compete one day with traditional gamers in terms of like, you just growl at me? In terms of like, I lost my train of thought because he growled at me. In terms of the esports scene changing from like this spectator fueled, like consumer driven product that people become fans of these players, and then these players, you know, interact with Twitch culture, and Twitch culture interacts with Hollywood and sports culture, and it all becomes one thing. I don't see humanity taking a back foot to that foundation that they've laid down to let AI just take over. I just don't see that happening. Like, where's the, like, I don't see, maybe there's like a very specific profit margin that can be obtained by an entity, but I just don't see that. Don't see, like, if people are already up in arms about NFT taking people's art and stuff, and it's like a content copy or steal of some sort. If they're at that point, why are they going to then bend the knee to AI that they already probably don't trust or know fully, to give the AI weight to have, like, why would they support an AI player? I can't imagine, because I've talked to some of these Twitch people that are big fans of different esports players or whatever. I just can't fathom them being like, oh yeah, I'd rather be a fan of an AI. The only fucking way it's worked so far is through parodies. That's the only, either the AI says funny shit or it's a parody. That's the only way it's worked. Every other form of AI has not stuck. This is like a current trend. That's why I was like, these people don't watch Twitch, bro. Like, these people don't spend time with gamers. They don't understand what it means to be a gamer. They understand like technology and like potential possibilities, but they don't understand the common gamer. Do some scientific work as to why people will spend $40 to $50 per Valorant skin, but they're not willing to spend $40 to $50 plus on NFTs. Do some research on that. Understand why they would rather spend money on something they can't trade than something they can trade. Because if we're all going to talk about ownership, and that's the main reason why we're all here to see the space succeed, and mind you, I'm all for ownership. I'm not anti-ownership at all. What I am saying is you need to do the research as to why Web 2 or current gaming infrastructure is so successful to sell all these skins, all these things that you can't resell. I mean, I don't buy any more skins in game because I can't resell them. But like, the average person doesn't give a shit about that. You got to understand why that is. before you tell people like, oh yeah, like it's giving you ownership. Well, why do people not care about ownership? They don't know the benefits of what ownership could bring, I think. And we can show them the benefits of that. We have to like that's part of my job here on this stream. I'm just talking to myself now because no one's watching. But part of my job on this stream, when I do these kind of Web3 things, is to raise these concerns, but also to provide solutions to these concerns. So like the big question is, how do we onboard people into Web3? How do we get people to understand the importance of ownership? Well, when you own things, you don't have to worry about people taking them away. That's the first thing you could say, right? But then the gamer needs to be more specific and be like, so what do you mean by ownership? Because if you say I own the assets on a server, that's if you say to me that ownership is the assets on the server, that's not ownership meaning I can't take that entity or thing and do whatever the hell I want with it. It's not. Yeah, partial ownership, that's different, but that's not full ownership. And I think a lot of these people have been using the word ownership to like kind of like distinguish what they mean, or to distinguish why Web3 games are better than Web2 games. But that conversation needs to be very specific. What am I owning as a holder of this NFT or as this in-game asset? What am I holding? Am I holding the rendered model so I can take it out and put it in my own game or in another game? Can I take this model and modify it? Can I take this model and make it blue or black or gold or purple or pink or silver? Can I take these entities and put my logo on top of it? Like how truly is that, like, can I take the in-game asset, take it out and put it back in and modify it and sell it? And that's the question that people aren't really asking when they say, yeah, you have full ownership of your games. In what sense? In what context? So, guy needs to go to the bathroom. So I'm gonna have to take a little break here. And then I've done 2 streams instead of 1 stream. Like when you want to do multiple things on YouTube, it's kind of hard. You have to be like vague with your topic or your title. But like I was looking in today and seeing like, should I do Kick, YouTube, and Twitch? Do all 3 of them. It'd be hard to manage, but maybe we just let them just exist there, and then the rest, I just focus on 1 or 2 chats, which is like the most active. Who is this? Don't you just hate when you get random friend requests on Facebook from people you don't know, but they know like 9 of your mutual friends? Who is this? I don't know who this is. It's just annoying because like, especially when they're a woman and they have a boyfriend and you don't know who they are. Like, why are you, why, bro? I don't know. Some people didn't show up in that thing today, by the way. And there was like some other people that weren't on the list. But that's interesting. Okay, so I gotta walk my dog. Can we do React channel? Can we do that, or is that illegal? What if we just put my content? What if I just put my content while I'm gone? Because, like, it's my content, right? I need to upload a video. Holy, it's been a minute. Let's watch Crypto Hadottv when he was cool. What's a good live stream I could throw y'all on? Let's see. What's the most viewed live stream? The Judge. Oh, this is such a nothing burger, dude. Oh my god. The United States Department of Justice crypto enforcement action. It was nothing. It was such a nothing burger. Oh, this is an old stream. I remember I missed this video I used to use for, like, yeah, that video was nice. What's going on here? This is streamed 1 year ago? That's BS. That was not 1 year ago.
No. Minecrafter.
Oh, okay, I get how YouTube does this. It was March 2021. Wait, who's here? Nep? Krispy Kreme?
Can I give you party
Emma?
No.
Damn, look at those prices, bro. Okay, I'm gonna leave this on while I walk the dog.
Wait, we're giving it to the random?
No.
I'll be back.
I mean, he's a friend. He's my friend's friend.
I don't know. I'll just leave the lobby.
That's gonna join us back?
What?
I'm asking you.
Bet.
Ever. I think I'm bugged. Oh, I am bugged. Subscribe. Oh, room code.
I'll kill every last one of them.
288 seconds. Okay, what if I just do a custom game? What's up, man? We're playing Superior, or trying to. Can I just play by myself then? Ready.
I won't stop until they're all dead.
Okay. I guess we're just gonna go solo. Yeah, the only problem with this game is that you need players. And if there's not enough players, then...
We've had this exact conversation before. I never do.
I love the graphics. Alright, we could do frozen punch, ice path dash, or fire dash. Let's do fire dash.
That'll teleport is temperamental, but it'll get most of you there.
It's only me. It's only me, bro. Threat level, 1 skull. They changed this a little bit.
The enemy has set up automated turrets, so don't let those kill you.
Okay, I suck. So this is a roguelite shooter. So that means that you go through the game and you're gonna get different power-ups, and if you ever played Hades, it's kind of like that. Oh god! That was close. Ooh. Turret.
That was a little too close for comfort.
Oh my god, where am I getting shot from? Give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that. Yeah, I used to go to this game team last night, so I looked it up. People saying, yeah, I can't find players. Yeah, I think they're gonna have to do some kind of Steam integration, or they might be waiting on Epic, honestly. Because once this game is on Epic, they'll have tons of players on there. Because then you can just like integrate with your Epic's friends list and stuff. It's just Steam doesn't want to deal with NFT games. And the game uses NFTs built into it, so... This is a brand new map. I've never seen this one before. I mean, for now though, all you gotta do is just buy the game and then, I guess, find people to play on Discord. Which is kind of funny, because that's kind of what I would rather do anyways, but... I would rather play with people that I know than randoms. I think that'd be better content, honestly, but it would be nice to have some kind of it would be nice to have some kind of player base you could actually access outside of just sourcing friends. Oh yeah, I've got Risk of Rain. I've played that before, this one. Yeah, this is kind of comparable to that, actually. Can I go over here? I don't think I can. I'm a little lost. There's no map. Oh, I can just walk on the acid? Oh, okay. I didn't think I could do that. You have to find and destroy a generator. Oh, the thing's over there. Go up this way then? Yeah, pretty similar to Risk of Rain 2. Yeah, it's a fun game. This game is very fun. I'm probably gonna use the content of this live stream, and I'm gonna like do an update on this game, because I did a video on this game a while ago, but it was just kind of like a play along. I want to do like a more detailed video where I discuss what I like and don't like. I don't want to call it reviews because these games aren't done, so I just want to like call them insights, I guess. Because I don't think it's fair to call it to give it a review if it's not finished. It's early access, so it's like a, what do they call it? Like games as a service, maybe? Oh, I can't jump! Am I dead? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How do we get out of here? How do I get out of here? Okay, we're fine. I want to kill the baddie. Oh, there he is. What the Okay, he just vanished. I guess we'll go this way. Yeah, I would say most of Web3 games are in early access, or they're in they're in alpha or beta. How do I do this? Oh, I shoot it. I do love the art style of this game though. I think it's very, very nice. It's aesthetically pleasing to the eyes. It's also nice to see voice acting in these kind of games. It shows you that they're actually putting in effort and they're not just trying to do a cash grab. Just little things like that. You know, they added like a story to it. Like, there was no story to it when I played it the first time. I did aim for the head, woman! Oh my god. It's also kind of gory too, and I love that. I love that. I love when games are gory. I don't know. Maybe I'm not well. Maybe I'm not well in the head. Pick it up.
Now get to the teleportal and get back here.
Okay. We did our main task. Might need to get that checked out. It's just something about like I did that, bro. You know? I don't know. For what device?
We've got an old teleportal in the back room.
One of the videos I want to make is like, what are NFTs, or what can NFTs be used for? Because I think a lot of people just think NFTs are just art. And that's not really the case. Like, yeah, art is a big use case for it, but I think the most important thing about NFTs is that you have ownership of the asset. Dude, so many people responded to me on Twitter. I couldn't keep up. I did not expect that tweet to blow up like it did. But then I realized everyone is trying to build together. Like, even though they're making their own projects, the fact that everyone is building their own product at their own pace is inspiring to other projects, because now they have competition, and it's like it made a market. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody was making Fortnite and nobody was making another game like Fortnite, then Fortnite would kind of be boring. But the fact that there's Fortnite, Apex, Warzone, and they're all kind of the same game, but like very different, that brings competition, and they borrow ideas from each other. Like Fortnite has respawn cards now, which is an idea that Apex brought to the table. Ooh, we want that burn damage. Yes. Wait, did I read that right? Burn deals, yeah, okay. Wait. They need like healing things that you can pick up in game. Earth 1954 last week.
There's a shipment of juice moving through here that's got your name on it. But if you find any without your name on it...
Fun fact, I've never completed a run. Also, like, you want to like run as fast as possible so you can set a record. I think that's what's gonna make people play this game more. I don't know if there's like an earn aspect to this game at all, but they should find some way to reward players monetarily. But that should be like a second to the experience. Like, I still think that games need to focus on gameplay first. And when you focus on gameplay, that's the most important thing, and people will play the game, they'll have fun. Oh my god, I'm dying.
Remember, cover is our friend.
He's facing the wrong way. Oh, and You can use cover, like, this is cool, dude. How do I use the frag? Ah. Oh, it affects my shield. It does hurt me. Where am I going? This way? Hold on, I'll read your comment in just a second. I gotta find health, bro. Shotgun damage kit or precision? We want precision.
I know you're the expert when it comes to killing everyone, and I just serve drinks. But if I were you, this is one of those times that I would kill everyone.
Robot's funny. How do I use my grenade? Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh fuck! No! I have 1 HP, bro. Ah! Fuck off! Oh my god, where did you come from? Oh, the turrets, the turrets. No, 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 no. Oh my god, he has a shield? Come to my turret. Come to my turret. Good boy. Good boy. Get up top, get up top, get up top. Am I really gonna survive off 1 HP? What is this? Oh my god, what is this? Sub? Oh. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh fuck. Oh my god. I got killed by a flunky hench? What does that even mean? Yeah, games are pretty desperate to get a community since these games aren't any platforms. They're having a hard time growing. Honestly, I'm on with the games not having PTE. I only want it if it fits well into the game. These AI need to hit aim labs. I guess so do I. I just died. Mission rewards, a 1 pound burrito snack. But I think P2E, so hold on, I gotta turn on the music. So I think P2E is a bad idea. I think P and E is better. I think we should play and earn. I don't think it's play to earn. Play to earn is a dumb idea. I think play and earning is better. Or play and own is better. Like play and own a reward, and then that reward is tradable. I think that's better than doing a model where you have to play and then you earn, or play to then earn something. And there's another one that I don't like, which is play or pay to earn, which is like, I bought an NFT, now I'm earning, right? And the NFT itself has a price, and then you're getting a token that has a price. Token goes down in value, you're earning nothing, then you sell the NFT, NFT goes down in value, and that drives the token price even lower, right? So I think they should have rewards of earning as you play. And I think that challenges, like unlocking challenges would be a good way to give that kind of earning. And maybe you don't have to make a token. Maybe you just give them an in-game currency, right? And that in-game currency can be used to redeem stuff. And maybe one of those is like an NFT. I think NFT as like an idea to trade is better than, like, and giving it some kind of evaluation is better than like a mechanic where you play the game and you earn based off of something you hold. Because if the token goes down, you're not going to want to hold the damn thing. And then if the token goes down, you're not going to want to play. You know what I mean? There should be like an additional reward of playing. Like you get an in-game asset, and it shouldn't deteriorate your experience. The experience should supersede the actual reward of playing, right? Like the experience, like if Apex added an element where I could trade the skins that I get in game, or had some kind of rewarding, like in terms of like monetary value, then I would play Apex even more than I do. But I like Apex already as a game because it's just fun to play. So I think there's an opportunity there to give some kind of value to the customer or player or consumer, however you want to see it. But it has to be done correctly, and it has to be a additional thing to the game. It can't be just and there's a lot of different ways that this can be implemented, but I think the best way that Web3 goes forward in terms of gaming and play to earn or play and earn, whatever, I think it should just be like a secondary thing to the experience. The main experience needs to be the game. It has to be fun. And honestly, these games might have to be free to play. Like this game, you pay $25 to get early access. That's a good way to sell it. It's not an NFT, and it's priced in Gala token on Gala, but it's also priced at $25 regardless of whatever the price of Gala is. So if Gala is worth $100 someday, then you only need $25 worth of Gala to get it, right? I think that is how we move forward as a Web3 society. You cannot rely on a token to make the game good, because when the token fails, the game fails. We've already seen that with Axie. And Axie wasn't even Axie was a dog shit game. I said it. I'm sorry. I said it. It's a dog shit game. It's dog shit. It's not my cup of tea, but it doesn't really give much to the user anyways. And you have like auto battlers that are way more experienced, like way more rewarding, a better experience, whatever. It's just way better. It's just done better correctly, I would say. And Axie just was a success. It was a victim of its success. It didn't have a long-term plan. And then everybody decided to make some kind of game like that. And that was troublesome because that model failed. Why would you replicate a model that failed? I don't understand. Fortnite and Apex proved that free-to-play is the way to go. Absolutely, 100%. Even Warzone's free-to-play. Free-to-play is how you get people to play the game. You don't have, there is no upfront costs at all. Free-to-play is the way to go. I think that early access is a good opportunity, or a good idea as well, to earn some kind of capital. But I think that free to play is the way to go. I think you need to give people a lot of shit for free, and then that shit for free should be in your token that either is in-game currency or not. And that shit for free might have an element where you can sell it for money. That's how it should be. And you could incentivize people for trading all those stuff by giving them a token, or you could even use US dollar and just price it on the back end in crypto, and then use crypto wallets, and then use an interoperable solution to keep it in US dollar. Or if you want to use the Mexican peso, use the Mexican peso. Or if you want to use the euro, use the euro. And we need to have interconnectors that have interoperability where we can choose what currency we want to send and buy from or whatever. But that needs to be done on the back end. It shouldn't be done on the front end. Like to send Venmo, all I need is your username. I don't need to know how Venmo works. I don't need to know how Venmo sends the money from Venmo from my bank to Venmo, from Venmo to them. I don't need to know that. That has nothing to do with me. And crypto like simplified that. It gave it another solution to do that, but we try to like give a technology solution to people that are not tech savvy. We're not going to use it. It's just that simple. So you gotta know your demographic and just keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it in the US dollar, or make your token and educate the hell out of people. But I think that honestly, just put all that shit in the back end. Crypto should be a back end product solution. It should not be a front end solution. And for the people that want to be front end, they can still use it. They can still utilize it, but it shouldn't be like forced upon people, because people aren't going to adopt it. People are lazy and stupid. We are the most lazy society on the face of planet Earth these days. We have so much technology at our fingertips. We have supercomputers in our hands. Why the hell are we making it complicated? I could go on and on. Oh, I got a skill? Orbital strikes. Yeah, so this game, it rewards you for dying. Just like any rogue, whatever. Honestly, I'm fine playing solo. I'm down. You know what I would like though? A multiplayer mode where we can play PvP. That would be sick. A PvP mode would be sick. I'm always down for PvP. Alright, what's our ability this time? Let's do fire jump.
You know, they outlawed these things back in the Golden Age after all the Inside Out incidents.
How does it work? How does this work? Oh, we're in a downtown now. The year 6044.
Smash and grab. The juice will be heavily guarded, so
Oh,
grab it and
okay.
get out as quick as possible. You don't even need to kill anything.
But I want to kill everything. I want to kill. I love this game, dude. Like, Web3 or not, this is a fun game. Are there issues? Sure, but functionally, this game is very fun. What the hell is that light? Where'd that come from? Oh, got the SMG again. Oh, it's over. What they need to do is add in-game assets that we can either mint or purchase with an in-game currency, and then we can trade those assets. Oh my god! Oh, I have my Q. I've got you in my sights. This is Overwatch? The ults are kind of silly though. Crypto mass adopted, people don't understand how crypto receives it. Exactly. Yeah, I think we're gonna get there, dude, because we have the .eth, we have the .xrp, the dot whatever the abbreviation is. So like, we'll get there. Because crypto is gonna turn into domain names like we have emails, you know, at Gmail, at Gmail, at Yahoo, at what's the other one? Hotmail or Outlook or Live. I don't know why they have 3. Yeah, I agree. Oh, we gotta pick this up? Okay.
Great. Now get out of there.
Yeah, I haven't mastered the time yet. Like, you want to be fast because people are posting like, I have the fastest time or whatever. That's how you get known in this community. I'm more like, ooh, this is pretty. And I just want to shoot everybody. Kills me. What is a mag rifle? Ah, fuck this. No. InURL has a pretty good system with some items you unlock, you can level them, become mintable. That's a perfect, wow, that's even, wow. Whoa. Whoa, you just made me think of a great idea. Hold on, I gotta, hold on. Unlock items you can level up that allow them to become mintable on the blockchain. That is a great idea. I think the goal, I just want to say something real fast. I think the goal of crypto, or sorry, the goal of Web3, like in terms of earning while you're doing stuff, because there's move to earn, there's play to earn, there's watching to earn. You know what I mean? There's so many ways to earn while you're doing crypto. I think the whole goal of it is to have like a Ready Player One type of world where we have a real world that coexists with a digital world, and that digital world derives value just as much as the physical world. Even more so that there are companies that were created to harness the ecosystems in the digital world. I think we're heading towards that point. I mean, Ready Player One was a great book and a decent film. And I think that that's where the end goal is. That's where we're going to end up someday. And I think we're just all trying to figure out as a society, like, what is the best roadmap to get there? And whoever does that, whoever implements that idea flawlessly to the degree that there is no failure, like this is the way of life, that is going to be the person that creates the killer app. That is the person that will be in the history books forever. And I think that there's a great opportunity out here. You know, a lot of people focus on price, and I said this earlier in the stream. A lot of people focus on price and they bitch about it, and they want price, and you know, they only focus on price, right? But really, whoever implements the software the best to have that kind of outcome, that has like two worlds, like world within a world, right? Whoever does that and creates the killer app to harness that world is going to be the next trillion, billion, or whatever the number is. I think truly that's what's going to happen. And it could be a bunch of entities. It could be a bunch of entities. It's not going to be just one person. You know what I mean? It's going to be tons of entities, because you got to realize, like, at the end of the day, this is software meshing with money. And when you collaborate those two things together, you end up with a world that basically is printing money. I don't want to say printing money, but for all intents and purposes, it is creating value out of data. You know what I mean? It's creating value off of data. That's what crypto really has done. And the implementation of that tech, again, whoever harnesses that and makes a Ready Player One type of environment and makes it interoperable, meaning like across networks, like sending from a .eth to a .xrp or a .flare to a .solana, right? That's where we have the Web 3.0 born, truly, like it's actually birthed. And then it's not an idea at that point. It's just life. When we get there, whoever creates that app is going to be the next Billy Gates, bro. I'm telling you. Or Elon Musk. I guess Elon Musk is the new rich guy. When burning enemy dies nearby. Oh, AoE? AoE. We're taking AoE. I swear I turned this game down. It's still so loud. Because right now we have a lot of ideas, and we have a lot of like ideas that are thought out, but they're not implemented yet. When it's full implementation time, that's where you don't even have to worry about the occupations that we do every day. Those are gonna be like a thing of the past. You're just gonna be like, yo, I'm playing this game and this is like my living. And it's not like I scanned a bunch of people, it's just this is the value of the game. It's an engaging experience that I can make a living from because it allows me to do so. It's one of the features of the game. It's not a mindless simulator like Axie. I like shitting on Axie, I'm sorry. I just thought it was a really... Whoa, I'm doing the laser. I just thought Axie was overhyped as fuck. Like, I thought that the game was super mid-looking. And I was fearful that other games would try and copy Axie, and I didn't think that Axie was a very good long-term solution. Not to mention the fact that you had to buy the NFT to like access the game at all. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I died from poison! crypto aspect of gaming really needs to be operational because there will be a lot of people that just don't care about that part. Yeah, I agree. But they will definitely care if they see somebody make a fuck ton of money. Then they'll be like, this is gonna replace my job. And I don't mean in the sense that like now this is my job. It's just like this is like a way of income. I think that's a better way to look at it. Because nobody really wants to work a job. People just want to work or live a lifestyle. You know what I mean? Nobody really wants to work a job. Who the fuck wants to work a job? People want to experience life and to the fullest and use those experiences to build value and whatever. We've died what, 3 times? Should we start a death counter? I'm gonna start a death counter. We are starting the death counter. I used to have something that I could click to do this, but I don't have that set up right now, so we're just gonna do it manually. Death counter. Select font size 48. Why is it cut off? Oh, because it's 3. Okay, there we go. Nice. I know how to stream. Hello, yeah. Hey, what's that? Eat snacks. Gain. Oh. Oh, that's new. They didn't have that before. So if you buy the early access, I'm not affiliated with this game at all. I just like talking about it. If you buy early access to this game, you actually get like there's gonna be like a lot of updates they put in the game, so that's pretty cool. Hold melee to deal 95 damage. Now let's do the dash.
That old teleportal is temperamental, but it'll get most of you there.
Beta codes for what? I do have Phantom. I have Meta Ops, I think it is. And I played EVE.io. I wasn't invited to the tournament.
The enemy is
I wasn't invited.
turrets, so don't let those kill you.
Yeah, I have Phantom Wallet. I have one. I have one wallet.
Sorry, henchmen. Your journey ends
Multi-chain beta. What is the multi-chain? Get out of my face, fool! Oh, not shotgun. Oh. At least I increased my health. Dude, there's too much acid everywhere. How come they're not affected by it? This is bullshit. I'm stuck? I can't run this way? Invisible wall? Invisible wall? Okay. There's an invisible wall right there. Dude, there's invisible walls everywhere. You know there's like invisible walls in AAA games? You'd think a game that has $1 million budget wouldn't have it, but they do. Like, let me jump off the edge and fuck up. I'm like, it's okay, I'll learn from my mistake. Damage boost. Oh, my armor. Can I not get that back? Okay, what's up guys? I'm back. I'm back. All right, let's watch something today. So I do want to tweet this stream more like Twitch stream a little bit. Oh, by the way, I'm eating oatmeal with almond butter on it. That was disturbing. What's going on Twitter, huh? I'm kind of scared to scroll on this. Do you want to live forever? Yes. Bots everywhere. Recently, there has been a flurry of tweets, people running giveaways and different bots to cause this. But what are the bots tricking you as well? Do you give things more engagement with credibility? This is a Coinbase ad.
System.
Mother's maiden name? Leibowitz?
You're telling me this guy is how things get verified.
That's my job.
I'm just saying, you shouldn't have to buy $10 worth of gum if you just want 79 cents worth of gum. Why do you get charged your money to take your money from your account? And if you're out of money, they charge you for being out of money?
What?
An overseas transfer takes 5 days?
Business days.
Why?
What are they using? A Zeppelin?
I deposited the check Monday.
But Monday was a bank holiday.
Why is this the way it is?
A bank holiday?
This system
What's a bank holiday?
makes no sense.
This makes no sense.
Who designed this system?
Ma'am?
Is this
A bunch of corrupt piece of shit assholes. That's who.
really the best we can do?
Hello?
Don't we deserve better?
Wow, so Coinbase is coming out as a bank now. That's crazy. Wow. How can I get gaming on AVAX 50 followers deep in the bear market? Partner with Epic Games and bring Fortnite to AVAX. Maybe it's not so much the games that people are creating. Maybe we just got to embrace what's already out there. Oh boy. The crypto woman. The boobies are in the feed. I forgot. Gotta be careful. I'm risking it all. Wait, is crypto going to zero? Not really. Bitcoin is really low though. We're all fueled up and ready to go for today's Beat Saber. Shout out to you, Oatmeal. Everything is going down though. I think it's the news that we lost 1 trillion. It got to everyone. All right, what else is going on? I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew that I was, if I didn't click away for that moment, y'all would have saw some ass cheeks just now. I fucking knew it. Do I follow her? Okay. I'm gonna have to unsubscribe. No. I'm just gonna mute. I'm just gonna mute. All this girl does is post like the most thoughtiest shit ever and gets all these other girls to do the same thing. And some of them are OnlyFans girls, of course. And I can't really talk about what I'm looking at right now, but I can describe it. Lots of ass. There's a tweet that says, "You are your brand, remember that." Yeah, so your brand is ass. Okay. Welcome to day 3, Beatsaber. I know it's day 9 of March, but it's day 3 of Beatsaber. We made it. We're here. Hearts in chat. We're here. We did it. I'm gonna call Johnny. Did I call Johnny? Did I bother him? A part of me wants to go out tonight now that I have a debit card again. Look, I have a wallet. I'm gonna call him and tell him I have a wallet. He answers.
Oh.
Yo.
What happened?
What you doing, bro?
I'm watching Yu-Gi-Oh video.
Yu-Gi-Oh video.
Yeah.
Guess what I did today, or guess what happened today?
What happened?
I got a new wallet.
What does that mean?
It means I can go outside again.
Oh, I thought you meant like a new crypto wallet or something. Like, I don't know.
No, because remember I lost my wallet. Where I lost my wallet.
My audio's weird.
I'm gonna remove this clip.
Hold up, I can't hear anything right now.
I'm just like removing this clip here. You put the special things in there. Like a secret compartment. It smells like it's brand new. What is this?
Okay.
Why did they give me this card? There's like so many different pockets in this small little wallet. It's like confusing me.
I'm getting a phone wallet.
You're gonna get a phone one? Okay, let me give you caution to that, because if your phone gets jacked, then there goes your phone and your wallet.
Of all my years of having a phone and a wallet, I only lost my wallet.
Oh, well, do you go to public places and leave your stuff somewhere sometimes?
No, I just dropped my wallet, or just I've misplaced everything.
Oh.
Yeah, I misplaced everything, like keys, whatever. But the one thing is, I almost never like always mine is my phone. So it's like, oh, you know what? I might as well just get a phone while I never lose my phone.
Well, the only thing is, like, I like pulling out my wallet. It's like there's a bunch of stuff you keep in your wallet, you know.
Yeah, but it's like for me, I lose things. Like it's part of a. I made an appointment already for I mean, I'm gonna make an appointment like next week for ADHD.
Dude,
it's possibly ADHD related.
Dude, when's the last time you've gone like camping or fishing or like?
I never went camping or fishing.
You never did that, or to the beach? When was the last time you've been to the beach?
10 years ago, more.
Would you go back?
I don't see the reason to right now.
You don't see the reason to go back to the beach?
Yeah.
Damn, so you really don't want to like go out of the house at all, huh?
No, I mean, I mean, like, I like. The thing is, like, I want to go. I like going out when I have a purpose to go out.
What if the purpose is exploration? What if you go outside somewhere and get inspired to do a new style or idea that you couldn't have done within the confines of your room?
Well, that's kind of hard nowadays with the internet. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but you could still see something in real life and or like in passing while you're not traveling, but like just being outdoors for a bit, and you might be inspired to do something different. Or it might just it might just recharge you too. You know, like the sun, but you know the sun does recharge us, right?
No, I get that, but I'm saying like not really, like for like walking a park and if I live in the city, then maybe yeah. You know,
are you not in the city?
No, I don't live in the city.
Oh.
Like Los Angeles, if I live like in Los Angeles, I know people call it like a shit dump, whatever, but I'm pretty sure I'll find it, especially because I remember when I go to LA, when I went to LA, I usually walked and looked around and stuff.
Wait, so you live in the country?
No. It's just where I live, it's not a city. It's not tall buildings or anything like that.
But it's still like a community, right? Like you can go do stuff.
Not really.
Oh. Well, maybe you should move.
No, I'm fine where I live, honestly, because because where I live, it's getting more commercial. Like there's a lot more commercial stuff now, but like the thing is, I'm an hour away from LA. I'm an hour away from San Diego. It's like the best of both worlds.
Do you have a good work-life balance?
What do you mean by that?
Like, do you have an equal amount of play to the actual work that you're doing?
Well, the thing is, work is fun for me. And I do play I do watch videos like every day what I want to watch. And then I just like the thing is I get happy and excited when I come up with a new idea for my art. That's because I'm not bored because I'm always changing. Like my new series I'm gonna start after this week. It's gonna be me doing a crossover with fan art. With my characters, with other characters I like. The first one's gonna be Teenage Mutant Turtles. And I actually do my first, I guess, half fan art print of it, and maybe do something more with it. But I was like, oh shit, I never done that before. I never made a fan art print before, so I think I just want to try it out and see how that goes. And also just like practice the anatomy with art and all that, especially with like two different characters. All that stuff.
Yeah, I saw that you did 2 female characters for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Do you have? Wait.
I have 3 female characters now.
No, hold on, wait. So you have a website that is just to sell your shit, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a website for Think of World?
No, not yet. I have 2 websites that I sell stuff. Etsy.com, where I sell like emotes and stuff, and I just uploaded my prints on there. Might as well. It's like eBay.
Crazy idea. Thinkofworld.io. And in that world, because it's like IO is the reason why you do IO is because like that's more friendly to the blockchain space.
Well, I don't remember if you saw my business card. It says like the creator of Think of and the Penguin Adventures.
Yeah, so I mean,
I'm making it official. Like, I have 2 series now. It's Think of and Penguin Adventure. Those are the 2 series I created.
But would you call that Think of Worlds, or would you just call that just 2 separate worlds?
I call it. They're 2 separate worlds because they're not related to each other. It's different, same art style, but they're not related to each other. Just like Dragon. What's it called? Dragon Quest and Dragon Ball.
I guess you could say they're similar. So my question is then, if they're not related, do you have a name of the entity that created both?
Yeah, Johnny Boy G.
No. Well, that's obvious that you made it.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is,
both.
what I'm saying is, if you had a Think of World that had the Think of World and then the Penguin Adventures, you could have something to showcase that has some kind of lore to it.
Oh, lore?
Yeah, so like the angle I'm pursuing here is like these people that you are creating, or not people, but these characters you're creating, they can be represented on a website with a bio and like lore to their existence in your worlds and how they relate to the worlds you're creating or the world you created.
Well, this is the year where the first comic is gonna come out, or call it manga, 'cause I'm not sure I'm gonna color it or not. Of the Think of comic is gonna come out. The Penguin Adventures there's no lore to it. It's just funny penguins inspired by memes and emotes. That's it. So the Penguin Adventures are to relate to anybody. There's no lore to it. It's like if you could relate to the characters or not, like their face expressions, them mess around with like a certain like place or whatever. That's the whole point of that. The whole point of that is so that anybody could get into it. The Think of is like that's the people that get into it, like they like the story or not, the characters.
So here's where I'm trying to help you out here. This is like my advice time to you. What you should do is, instead of treating these things kind of like one-off things, you can kind of like use them in a world sense. So that way you could have a portal that people can go to learn about all the characters you're creating and the world you're creating. And then you can have that comic book be there, like this is why you need to know about this lore that's not in the comic book specifically, because it's like comic book is like scenarios and interactions and stuff, right? It's not like a whole backstory or whatever. But like it just makes it like it's like a place for anyone can go to. It's a hub for this information. And so like you don't have to relate to, like you could just be like, check out this website, and it whenever people discover it, like in stream or on videos or whatever, you could go to that website and learn more, right? And then now people have like a place to go to that, or you have a place to go to send people that has all the details you want about this world. And then you can also list your products that you come out with on that website, instead of just doing a website that just sells stuff.
It sounds simple, but that costs money.
No, you're gonna have to spend money on infrastructure, but like what I'm saying is, when you're to that level of like production and quality, people are gonna look at you differently. They're gonna be like, this guy is.
I get that. I mean, it's like the same thing where like one of my acquaintances, artist John Khan, he has a website for everything he has on there.
Yeah.
Is it like I understand the website is very important.
Yeah.
I understand that. The thing is, like, I don't have the income for it right now. But what I've been doing lately is I've been incorporating Think of and all that to like my YouTube and my all my social medias now. Like incorporating it where like if somebody joins my, like for example, my streams last night. I say welcome to the Think of universe, or when somebody comments on my YouTube channel, I say welcome to my welcome to Think of my Think of universe and all that. So I'm like welcoming community people into my discourse and all that now, and then like I'm building up the community from the ground up now again. Well, but this time, I'm just in Think of with everything that I do with the side brand Penguin Adventures.
Well, I mean, I don't know, like, I can only give you like an NFT example because this is what I study and research every day. But like, what if like being a founder of the art is like part ownership of characters, or like when you offer ownership to the community, they like kind of embrace that, and they want to like help even more when you have like part ownership or like NFT offering of like something to do with your company, and in return you get more products being created. It's the same thing as Kickstarter. It's just like a different method to kickstart in a way. And what I've seen lately is like the people that have like clear rules of their road, right? And then like they also have an established website, they have a Discord for it, etc. It doesn't, like, it becomes more than just your Twitch Discord, because like, let's be honest, a lot of the Discords that people have in the art world or in the regular world, they're just Twitch Discords. They're not Discords meant for like building a business. But you're trying to build a business, right? Or am I wrong?
That's what I'm saying. I'm building things from the ground up, not just like, instead of me just going with it, you know what I mean? Like I used to do it.
Yeah.
I'm actually telling people, welcome to Think Of, welcome to my Think Of universe and stuff like that. Cause that's the main one, right?
Yeah. So wouldn't you want to have a landing page for those people that because you got to think of it like you do that on your live stream when you interact with people every day, right? But you got to believe that there's people that discover you when you're not live, or that discover you from content that's not live, like videos or even Instagram or TikTok, whatever. If you had some kind of landing page for them to be directed to at some point within a link tree or whatever, that's gonna make you look more legitimate. And I think that's gonna have that checkmark effect. Like, this guy looks verified because he's done the due diligence to be a brand already, to be a business. So like, so like I plan to get a website at some point as well. Whenever I figure out like the services I want to provide, because like I could provide some services here and there. I can think of something.
Well, so what I'm doing, I'm already planning up to restructure my main Discord, because I don't think I have to get rid of the whole thing.
No, you don't have to. You just have to.
So the way I'm doing it is I'm restructuring it. I'm gonna delete some channels and restructuring it. Instead of just being a Twitch Discord, it's gonna be a Think Of Universe Discord. And so I'm restructuring it. I'm already planning it out already, because like I said, I'm no longer just trying to be a Twitch streamer. Like,
wait. Are you doing this by yourself?
Of course, I do everything by myself.
Why?
Who am I gonna hire?
No, you need volunteers. Like, dude, you have how many mods do you have on your Discord?
Not that many.
You have me, you have Tori, you have Shadow. Like, if there's something in it for us, like, we're gonna help you, obviously. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like right now, there's nothing in it for you guys right now. Like,
but that's where you become creative. You become creative.
Because the one thing that people want is income.
I mean, you don't. Okay, well, you would think that, but people value things that they can hold physically or digitally over just cash. Because you could give people cash all you want, right? And that could be a job, right? But you could work on a project and have something that nobody else has because you worked on that project, and that could be cash in itself. And you got to be creative with it. Like, you're thinking like traditional type of thing, but like, I can't even tell you how much AI can help in this regard too. Like, I just got off a Twitter space talking about AI and how it could change game development, and how games could cater to your decisions because the AI can remember what you did even better, and it wouldn't be scripted. The AI would just respond. And it would be like a living, breathing product that you interact with fully, and the world adapts to how you play. And you could set a setting to make it like more difficult when it's too easy or something. You know what I mean? There's so many possibilities here that you could tap into with AI. And like, we're in the surface level when it comes to like what we can bring to the table from using AI like as a reference or as a resource or whatever. At the end of the day, it's just a tool. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you could be creative with whatever you want. The people that you want to that want to volunteer, right? Maybe have you even asked anyone if they want to volunteer to help you with any of this shit?
Yeah, in the past, no one did.
Well, why would you stop? Keep trying. Here's the thing: if you have business partners, and
well, that's the thing. I don't want a business partner right now.
Why?
Because I just want to like have 100% control of me, of what I do and my brand.
But if you have 100% control and you don't have any results from that, is that worse than getting results by losing a little bit of ownership?
Well, here's the thing. I'm in the beginning stages of finding out how much I could actually do with my 100%, and I've been showcasing results.
So okay, fine.
For the past 6 months, remember, I like the whole planning. What my whole planning within like the structure of social media has been like, been almost a 360. I've been like, pursuing it.
Yeah, I know that.
So what I'm saying is, I'm barely even starting how my 100%. I never did 100% by myself because I was a dumbass and I never really like paid attention to it. But now that I'm actually paying attention, I'm getting results now. So now I'm gonna see within this first year. Remember, I have a 2-year plan, and within this first year, 2023, it's gonna be like how much can I get far with my 100% alone. The second year, it could be the possibility, or I could bring someone in. But I had that 1 year that I grew everything by myself, so I have something to showcase and show people, hey, I have this. Here's what I could bring. What can you bring to this and be part of this?
What? But if you're like, why wouldn't you do that anyways? Like, try it and do it every single day. Why would it have to be a 1 year kind of thing? Like, even in the second year, if you're getting help, why wouldn't you still do your own thing?
Because the plan is right now, like I said, it's a 2-year plan because I'm running out of time kind of thing. Because I can't continue living like barely making it kind of thing. So I gave myself 2 more years to go full time, and after that, I'm not gonna stop doing art, but I'm not gonna pursue it. And if something happens, happens. But I'm gonna be going back to college and all that kind of stuff.
But if funding wasn't an issue for you, you would still do art.
Oh, 100%. Because the thing is, like I don't want to sound too cocky, but I think I have a lot of really good ideas, right? And any project somebody brings me in, I have a good idea to put in, right? I have like, here's the thing, boom, structure, all that kind of stuff. And also with my own art, I have a lot of good ideas, but it's like funding is like 100%. Like if I had a lot of funding, I could have been like releasing like 50 Emmanuel pins designs, 50 shirt designs, art books, comics, stuff like that. Because funding, I don't have to do with anything with funding and all that. And then also I could hire someone to take away the stuff that I don't want to do, which is like packaging orders, handling the background stuff of business, social media stuff, like all that. And I only have to focus on the art.
Wait. You're throwing a lot of good ideas out here. Why don't have you written these down?
I've been having this in my head for like a couple of years already.
No. But have you written it down?
Why would I write it down if I remember all of it?
Because you want to hire someone. So wouldn't you want someone to read it?
Yeah, but I'm not looking for hire someone right now. I can't.
But you could type up a job app and throw it out there and say, if anybody has time to volunteer to help me with these, and throw it out there, your community. Why wouldn't you do that?
Because it could be asking a lot, and also I have to vent them a lot because again, you never know.
You have to what?
Vent.
Vent? Oh, vet. Yeah. Vet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Because again, you don't know. Because again, one, I'm asking for their time, and two, I'm also have to 100% trust them because if they took away my stuff legally, it's gonna be like, do I really want to waste my time on legal stuff? I don't.
I think you've watched a lot of things that are making you more cautious than optimistic to try things.
Within like the business side, yes. Within the art side, no.
Yeah.
Like
I think that's just a lack of experience with being on the business side.
No, yeah. So that's why like this year, it's actually teaching me like right now. I guess I'm teaching myself how to market myself, being a marketer within social media, and also present myself better as for a business to somebody to hire me. Like right now, Shadow tagged me a post about some what do you call it like uh what do you call those it's like fire highlighters. No, I forgot to call. Like,
what?
The thing you use to burn up your cigarette. I forgot to call it.
A lighter?
There you go. Thank you. So he tagged me of like a company who does a lighter and has like a lot of these cool hip hop kind of designs, like cartoons. So what I'm doing right now, I'm making a mock up of my own highlighters so I could present to that company, like a legit portfolio, and see if like I could work with them. And also if again if nothing happens with it, but I'm just gonna put myself out there just like I did last year.
I think
put myself out there and I got hired a couple times for companies, or I got tryouts with companies.
I think you should try to also, if you haven't done so already, not saying you haven't done so already, but study like business strategies and stuff and see how.
Yeah, I've been using AI.
Yeah. You could study that a little bit.
It's been helping me out.
Yeah, because then you could figure out like what the practices are to like kind of screw you over or not give you the best deal, and you can negotiate a better deal or something like that.
No, yeah. Like the ChatGPT has been helping me out, like write my ideas clear and better. It even helps me out to write a script, or not a script, but like a way to present my portfolio to the company.
Yeah, and there's so many different ways you can ask the same question too. So
yeah, because like this year I'm setting up for Capcom creators too as well.
You could even ask the Chat GPT to help me find a better way to ask the question to get more information, and then it fixes the prompt of your question, and then it asks you ask the question, and then it gives you like even a more detailed. Like you can tell it to elaborate and stuff too. Like you don't have to just get the answer and be like, okay, that's it. You could like be like, what do you mean by this? Or can you explain this better to me? Or I'm not understanding what you mean by that. Can you explain it better?
Yeah, yeah. Because again, like I've never been really good with words, but now that I have something that could help me out to bring out my words better, I'm gonna use it. You know, like.
Yeah, but like Chat GPT. So I was in a Twitter space with a bunch of people, and we talked about AI and gaming, and there was a project in there called Quest GPT, and they created a D&D Discord bot powered by Chat GPT, and they play like a whole Dungeons and Dragons game. So like I don't know if you played Dungeons and Dragons before, but you have a game master that tells you like what happens.
Yeah, I know about it.
Yeah. So they made that, and they made like 3 different difficulties of the game master, and you can play that in Discord. It's like a text-based D&D game, and apparently, if you play it for a certain amount of time, you get like a free NFT or something, and it's like a accolade for completing the game.
We are actually gonna see the first possible. Not I don't think it's gonna be mainstream, but the first like NFT incorporated in a game, like on a battle royale like game with like Doctor Respect, and see how that goes.
Yeah, Dead Drop is actually gonna onboard a lot of freaking people into this space.
Yeah, so just like I'm just like there's just like few concerns for obviously because there's gonna be cheaters.
Well, so the thing is, all they have to do is put a anti-cheat thing, right?
And well, yeah, because like he's saying there's gonna be like $100,000 on NFT, bro. There's gonna be people like in the video I watched, there's like literally gonna be people who make that shit their full-time job just to cheat on that game. They said I believe Moist Critical said there was another game that introduced the NFT thing and all it has now is like cheaters, and it has like few legit players. Again, I can't say that like 100%, but it's like that. You just said that it's like a similar thing what could happen with Doctor Suspect. So hopefully, Doctor Suspect has some things planned and has some things like laid out that does not happen.
I'd have to see that video for Moist Critical to give my own thoughts on that. But
yeah.
But if the case arises that a game was created and they have like a huge prize pool that people are competing for, and that prize pool is liquidity that stays in the market, and gotta understand the difference here that Moist may not really comprehend, and maybe he's like thinking, oh, this is a perfect opportunity for people to make a bunch of NFTs and then exit the market, right? Well, if it's in NFTs, the only way you exit is by selling the NFT. You don't exit by selling the crypto for US dollar. At least that is how most crypto NFT ecosystems work. So if that's the case, you're only affecting the game market and not the actual crypto market, because if people are trading and selling NFTs and not buying and selling them with US dollar, it's just trading and selling with the token, then that's it's itself economy. So if this game is successful in what it's trying to do, which is pretty much make a good crypto or a good game that has Web3 elements in it, like crypto and NFTs, if the market doesn't exit, it will be successful. And I was going to say earlier about the cheating. So if the cheating happens, basically either that game didn't plan for that to happen, or they were out of budget to make something that could continuously stop the cheaters from happening. And if they don't think about that, that's not a good investment. So like those are things that I would figure out if I was going to play a game like this that has money on the line, that I have to spend money to get in. And we haven't even talked about that aspect. But if I have to spend money to get into the game and they haven't taken the precaution, right. But just saying, if there is a paywall.
Oh, okay. So
that's going to be a cash grab possibility. If it's free to play, it's a different story. Like the game's not charging you to play the game. It is a different story.
Because I think what it's going to be about, you could buy NFT skins and then you could find NFT things when you're playing the game. Now, I don't know what that means exactly. It's like, do you have to win the game in order to get the NFT, or you just have to find the NFT and then you just have to like get certain points in order to claim the NFT?
So Dead Drop is going to be like I'm watching someone play it right now, and I think it's in closed beta right now. I'm not sure. But Dead Drop is you drop in and then you try and survive.
Yeah, it's Battle Royale.
Yeah. But I think you pick up items in the game and maybe you keep them.
That's the I don't like the thing is Doctor like even Moist Critical said like he doesn't believe that Dr. Spet's gonna fucking like scam people because that's career suicide 100%. So it's like he's just wondering how he's gonna deal with the cheating. That's literally like the whole point of his video. He said how he's gonna deal with the cheating, because when people hear an NFT is worth $100,000 or $500 or something like that, they're gonna be like, bro, I'm gonna fucking cheat and try to get this shit. You know what I mean?
It's okay. So it's very simple. It's very simple how you stop this. Okay, first of all, everyone has to have a crypto wallet. Okay.
Well, yeah, obviously.
And any wallet that touches the banned wallet that is cheating no longer can work with that wallet. Meaning, like, if money was sent from this wallet to that wallet but never goes back to this wallet or never leaves any other wallet in this paper trail, they can figure out that this is this other person's wallet based on like the way it moves, right? Because it's like a certain kind of behavior.
Make a fake wallet or like a new wallet or something.
They could, but if it touches that old wallet, it will be forever flagged, and you could have an AI that recognizes the character or not the character strings, the wallet addresses. Well, I guess you could say character strings.
Okay. So what will happen if they make a wallet, right? they get the NFT and they sell right away.
They make an NFT?
No. They get the NFT right in the game, right? Let's say it's worth $500, right? And so as soon as they're done with the game, they sell it right away.
So okay, but what's wrong with the wallet? Why does it matter? And why couldn't anyone do that?
No, I'm just saying for cheating purposes. Like, say, like I make a wallet for sake of cheating, right?
And you're
and I get 500.
You're a cheater.
Right. Like, and then I got the 500 and I sell right away as soon as I get it. I don't wait. I just sell it right away and I get the money.
Okay.
So how would is that gonna be like a one-time thing kind of thing where it's like,
no, what I'm saying is that okay, so they need to have good anti-cheat software to detect cheaters.
Obviously.
Right? So like the minute someone cheats, if they get an item, there's probably either a cooldown period to the item or is probably like a expiration period to the item. That's how usually games work when it comes to like free-to-play games when you get items in game. So it's like either there's a cooldown after you received it for you to do whatever you want. That way there's more stability in the market and it's not just like constant pump and dumping. That could be implemented, or there could be also like an expiration. So like, let's say to incentivize market movement in general, you could lose access to it if you don't claim it. Like it's there, but it's like you have to claim it. And also you could give it like a cost to claim it. And that could drive demand for having the token in the first place. Is like there's like a cost for it, and it's just like the network cost or whatever. So there's things you can do to make it like incentivized.
But it's like, I mean, like even like the big companies still haven't figured out like how to stop cheating. Even they don't know how to completely stop it.
Well, I mean, anti-cheat software that detects cheating in game needs to be implemented, but it needs to have AI built into it to be better, to be better recognizable, because you could write an algorithm or you could let an AI understand how to use the software and then let the AI figure out the best formula, and then the AI would probably create a better algorithm than a human could, because AIs are just going to be better at things in general than the humans are. Like the AI can take tests that humans take and get perfect scores. Humans don't get perfect scores every time. The AI does, because it's just remembering what it knows, because it already knows the information. So,
I mean, they have to spend a lot of money for that.
Yeah, but you would think that, but there's so many AI tools out there that people aren't aware of how they can be utilized and used in game that can be beneficial.
No, yeah, I'm not saying that, but it's like, it's gonna cost a lot of money in order to incorporate it for the game, right? So it's like hopefully Dr. Stark like addresses, or who works for the company addresses like how they're gonna deal with the anti-cheating kind of thing. That's all.
Well, if it's an open source tool, it may not cost them a damn thing. They could build something off of something open source.
But wouldn't humans better figure out to like hack through the AI? I'm just asking questions. Like,
maybe. I mean, if you're expecting a human to out hack an AI, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Within a game, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like this could be the first actual game that.
No. I'm not saying. No. Are you saying that the AI is gonna be better at someone in a game?
Wait, what?
Are you saying that the AI is going to be better than someone in game? Because that's obviously going to be a yes.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like what if humans like figure out like, you know what if you just put this AI as the player and they play for me to win the game? Like a programmer or something like that. What if they do that? And it's like they're not cheating, they're just doing like they're just putting 10 and everything in every aspect.
Because then people can recognize the difference between human aim and AI aim or bot aim. There's a difference, and you can do the eyeball test, and you can train that difference that we can notice with our eyeballs to an AI, and that can be the software that learns to look for those kind of things. Like it's very possible to do what you're describing.
Well, yeah. But I'm just saying, like,
it's gonna take time, but
yeah, it's gonna take time. But it's like they're gonna keep like constantly have to update. And
here's the thing: it's gonna take time
for that.
It's okay. Here's the thing.
Or the company. Sorry.
Here's what I'll say. That you could say that dog years, 7 years is the implication of dog years. So like if my dog is 4, it's 4 times, or it's what, 7 years? Like dog years is like 7 years each year for one human year, right? So like what I'm saying is when we had this tech boom, it went from 2000 to 2020, and we had this tech boom of all this crazy stuff, and the AI boom is booming way faster than any other revolution because it doesn't take much time for the AI to learn certain things, not to perfect or master, but like, you know, the AI is being programmed very quickly to, and I don't say the AI as in all AI, but
yeah.
multiple different AI systems or whatever you want to call them, entities, are being created and implemented and being utilized. And like, just to give you like the timetable of like onboarding users in this space, right? Mm-hmm. It took Instagram like 6 months. Facebook, it took a few years. I think MySpace, it took a few years. ChatGPT onboarded, and this was like to 1 million users. It did that in 5 days. So like you have 5 days. What the fuck, Siri? But yeah. What? It said, is the date in 5 days? Oh, it gave me the date in 5 days. Okay. Anyways, so also train of thought here. But what I was saying was, ChatGPT's signups was 1 million users within 5 days, and it's an open source technology, so anyone can build on it, right? And these AI things, like you go to like this one website, and there's like 700 different AI tools, and it's just gotten to the point where people that keep asking questions about AI, they don't know it already does that, right? And at some point, people are going to take these open source technologies, and some of them are gated, some of them are not, but they're going to take them and combine them and use them in different ways for their businesses, and they're going to be ahead of every business because of AI. And so the things that you asked to me, like, it's definitely possible. I don't know what the time frame is, because I'd like to think that gaming and graphics were kind of like at a certain point with ray tracing, and now AI is making everything even better because AI is doing like this real world engine tuning to make this feel realistic. And now the lines are being blurred between reality and fiction, because now you can take a picture or a couple pictures of yourself and make yourself into different styles and different styles, different portraits, different colors, different shades. It's the same freaking creation that's you. And so that's what AI is doing. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know, like, if we can subscribe to, like, you know how the consoles have like a cycle and then they come out with new consoles. With AI, I don't even know, like, by the end of this year, who knows where AI is at, doing what? But I think the ultimate answer to your question is that machine learning will do it a lot faster than humans have been able to do anything. And that's going to make the games not be cheated to hell. But it's going to be the best AI system that'll win, of course, right? Like, no one's going to use like an AI that gets beat by humans, right? It's going to use the AI that's battle tested and true. And to me, it just sounds like, whoever's best amiibo will win in this space when it comes to AI. To your question about defending against cheaters, it just comes to the best amiibo, because people are saying they want to train the AI, and I'm like, when I hear that, I keep thinking about Smash Bros and amiibos. And I even said that in the Twitter space today. It's like, you guys talking about like training and stuff, that sounds like amiibos. And so like I think a lot of people are gonna understand this, Johnny. I think a lot of people are gonna understand what's going on here, and they're gonna hop in because they've already done this stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what like. I wonder if Dr. Respect or his company, or what is his company name? The gaming? I forgot the name of it.
The game is called Dead Drop.
No, not the game. I'm talking about the company, like the publisher or whatever.
Oh,
like,
Midnight Society.
Yeah, like the question is like if they looked into it, if they hire people they know about the AI, how they incorporate it to fix the cheater problem or cheating problem, because it is gonna happen. Every game has those people.
Well, I think that here's the thing. Like you said, Moist Critical said that he's basing his reputation off of this. So I don't think they're gonna do anything to screw that over. Especially because he's already screwed it over with one ecosystem, even though like we don't even know the full story, and I guess we never will. But
no, I think we probably will if he decides to make a book.
You think you think like in 5 to 10 years when he's done with all this stuff and he's just living, he's gonna write a book and people will like be like, oh yeah, that one guy? Or do you think people are gonna have been moved on?
I think no. Well, like I think like people like of his core community, if he decides to release a book, and people who are still streaming and know about the legend, I guess you could say, about Dr. Spec, they can be curious as fuck, and they're gonna look into that book and see what the fuck happened with Twitch, because he's retired, he doesn't care no more, or the legals, whatever, it doesn't matter no more.
I would see a video or two about what happened to Doc, or what really happened to Doc, over people lining up to buy a book. But that's just because no one really reads nowadays.
Well, yeah, they're gonna make videos of it or something.
Unless it's like an interview or like something that's very, very personal.
Yeah.
That he drops, like, that becomes a book, but it's like, I don't know. It depends on how he presents it. I think that it would be better suited for him just to do like an interview on video and then have a book related to that interview or something. I think that's the best of both worlds, because I think that Doc, since he's been such a character on camera, we would rather absorb him on camera than off camera.
Well, but to be honest, like when somebody releases a book about the creator releases a book about who they are and stuff like that, they usually end up selling well, because a lot of the core community will buy it either way. It's like merch.
Yeah, but then they go on those press tours with their what is it called? NBC Today or
to promote
America Today? Yeah, to promote their book, and they go on those things, and then
but they don't say the whole thing.
Yeah, I know they're not saying the whole thing, but like if they had like a dedicated interview, like when LeBron James decided to go to Miami and he had to call it The Decision, and it was an event. I think that would be more Twitch style, because like he likes to do live events already. Like he was on the field for the 49ers game. He was on the field at the end zone, like there in his attire. So,
yeah, but it's different from sports, from content creators, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. I just see like books kind of as a dying medium. And I also want to say, books, why haven't they entered the NFT sector?
They already have.
What was the okay, I'm right now. NFT books.
Remember I told you they already created NFT books or NFT video. Oh no, the AI. Never mind. I got confused. There probably are honestly NFT books out there.
Nah, I don't see that.
But I was talking about the AI. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would
Like
say
what if the future of books is like books are just open and then there's a donation button?
Like a donation to what?
Like what if books are open, right? And there's a donation button / an up vote or down vote like Reddit, but each up vote is money into your pocket, and each down vote is just lost exposure. because you're lower on the algorithm. So every book is open, and that way, like, we have like an NFT website. Like the website is like, maybe you have to mint a domain to your book, and then that's the way you copyright protect it. If anyone copyright or everyone tries to copy something from that, it can be recognized by AI because it looks up the domain, which knows that every image that's part of this is on this domain. So that's how you collect additional revenue if people try and copy it, and then they're taxed with I don't know. That's what I see this going.
Yeah, I see like NFTs and crypto hopefully blowing up by bigger, like more legitimate by next year. It's just that like this fucking like I'm like even like I know I'm referencing a lot of Most Critical, but even he's like, I know there's legit crypto spaces and there's legit NFTs. It just sucks that the things that gets more attention are like the scammers and the rug and pulls and stuff like that, and so that everybody believes that's like the only legitimate shit that's out there, and it sucks.
Yeah.
And so I'm really hoping by next year things are cleared up and cleaned up, and then like hopefully people start doing like more.
You know how that's solved, right?
What?
AI.
Well, like, but how? Like, what do you mean how that will solve AI?
This is how. Okay, so what I just described is how. This is how it's going to work. Okay, so AI is going to do all the work of finding what is legit and what's not, and we're going to have these softwares integrate with all the things we use already. So if you post something on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, it's going to have that AI technology. And I think this is going to either have to be adopted industry-wide as like, this is a brand new technological safety measure that the government is making us take, or something along the lines of we've all come to the agreement of we're going to do this because we want our people to be protected, right? And so the AI is going to detect based off of human interaction, years of it, based off their behavior, if this is memes or stolen content or both, right?
Right.
And then the AI is going to then direct any kind of revenue that was earned on that platform to that user that has the address for the work that was copied from, and that work itself would be an NFT that the AI has scanned and can file away with this number, which is the NFT token ID number, like to identify it on the blockchain, right? So the AI then is looking at every database constantly because that's what it does, right? And every time it finds something, it gets paid in crypto by some smart contract. So then the AI is paying itself for a job. So it wants to get more money. It wants to earn more money. And that AI's money goes back to someone in a contract where it's like, hey, whatever the AI gets, you get a part of that revenue. So that's how it's beneficial. And that's why you want it on your software, because it protects your Instagram people from not getting their likeness stolen. Their data is no longer stolen and sold on a dark black market, etc. That's where I see this shit going, bro.
Well, I mean, that'd be great, right? But I think also like they need to start passing laws where people actually start going to prison for this kind of stuff instead of getting sued civilly.
Prison?
For rug and pulls? Scams?
I wasn't talking about that. I never talked about that.
No. I'm saying like, hopefully that does happen with the AI stuff, but also hopefully people are like going to prison and actually getting like not the fucking civil suits, actually like going into jail. Hopefully they start bringing up update the laws in order for them to stop this shit, because a lot of them are just getting away with it for the most part.
Well, they can self-incriminate themselves if you can track their social media presence and their wallets. They can be tracked, and they can track every single wallet that touches another wallet. They can see what wallet. They can look up that same wallet and then look it up on social media again and see if there's another scheme they're doing or something completely different. They can study that account. They can do anything they want to, or they could do that with AI as well, right? And people will be caught. Like anyone that did anything bad, you will be caught.
No, but they haven't have fully got into criminals except for like one guy, right? The FTX guy or whatever his name is. That's
You
right
want to
now,
know?
but-
You want to know why they? Because you want to know why? Because they don't know how to use this shit. They don't know how
that's
to.
not, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Hopefully, they update it to finally cut up to it, so like people stop doing this shit.
No,
You know
they
what I
just
mean?
need to. They need to make a new branch of government that
That deals with this kind of stuff.
look, here's the thing. I don't like that it's come to this point, but there's no other choice, right? You have to create a branch of government that protects people from all these bad things. And they have to use AI to help them to identify these wallets. You could even see one day where AI is being used to find every instance of the wallet you've ever posted or where it's ever been posted online. And then it can use a map to find you, an internet map.
That's the funny thing. Is like you could track everything, but it's like you still can't do anything. Like what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they don't understand.
Exactly. So it's like hopefully at that one point they start doing that, because then like we could have like if everything would have been caught up, we would have seen like even Logan Paul getting criminal charges on his ass, but he ain't because it's not up to date.
Look, I'm telling you, within the next 2 to 3 years, we're gonna see this place rapidly accelerate, and
That's
I
what I'm
think
hoping
the market cap of this entire space is gonna go up. A lot of people are gonna go to jail, rightfully so.
hopefully that's what I'm hoping for.
There's gonna be not enough. There's not gonna be a need for some of the government branches anymore because we can go even to the source. So they're either going to be onboarded onto those things or they're going to be let go. So there's going to be even more job cuts because this is going to allow the government to do a lot less with a lot less. A lot more with a lot less, but still do government type shit. Like,
No, yeah. That's like I'm really hoping for that, because like so we can start putting out the legit ones, like the legit stuff in the crypto space. So it stop getting bashed on, because right now the stigma of it is like, well, is it a scam? You know,
Well,
that's like the first question people will ask. Right?
You will have a crypto local news segment every day. I think in the future you will have something. Maybe they talk about markets. Maybe they talk about like companies, like just news wise. But that is going to be a topic. It's going to happen because the only way that everyone knew about COVID is with everybody talking about it. All the news stations, all the Facebooks, all that. Yeah. And then whenever they turn on that kind of language where it's like, because you're already seeing like the government talk about it all the time. It used to never be that way. And so that's where you're like, okay, we're in the phase of we're about to hit a couple barriers here because there's laws that need to be either created or destroyed or both for this to be successful in this country. And then when we see everything out there and you could say, oh, we've already seen sports ads. Yeah, it's because that those kind of industry players jump in early, right? But when we see it with the local, and we're talking about like local people talking about crypto and blockchain a little bit, and they're talking about like business and how it helps the community and all that shit, that's where everyone's gonna jump in to some kind of coin. And they're all gonna come piling in, and then it's either gonna be like that or they're gonna shut the door and put legislation out first, and then you're gonna see that kind of movement.
I kind of see the second option. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, well, I still see local taking off, because if you look at the city of Miami, they have their own coin, and that coin has helped their city a lot. And so anyone that moves from one city to another and kind of brings that rhetoric like Miami was great, why don't we do it here? And that could also start something local without any kind of legislation. Because you gotta understand too, like there's the states' rights and the the federal thing, right? So there might be some jurisdictions where you can get away with more shit because there's less restrictions. So you might move over here and start trying to build a local business through crypto that way. And that's how it's been in this country. It hasn't been a nationwide, besides FTX, it hasn't been nationwide anything. It's been little pockets of here and there. And then you can make the argument, I guess Ripple has been kind of everywhere lately. Like all their stuff is everywhere to look at. Like they posted stuff in Washington DC, they posted it in London, New York, I think Davos as well, and I forget where Davos is. Oh, Sweden. Yeah, they posted their stuff everywhere. Yeah, I'm optimistic. I think it's an opportunity. I think it's inevitable.
I mean, because you're all in.
Yeah, but even if I wasn't, like,
no, I'm just joking.
This is
because you said it last night. Remember?
What?
On my stream, you said you're all in. I'm all risk.
Oh yeah, that was last night.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, you did stream yesterday.
Yeah, I was streaming on Twitch and on Kick.
What are you using to stream on both of those?
OBS and Streamlabs.
Oh, you're using slobs?
Yeah, I'm using both.
Oh, you're using two of them? Does that make your shit lag?
Nope, because it's 720. It's not 1080.
Oh, but you're not gaming either.
Yeah, I'm not gaming either. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought maybe like
if I was playing, if I was playing an online game, then yeah, that would like fuck me up. But if I'm, because like my PC is enough to handle like me just playing a regular story-based game in multi-stream.
I think I could do a dual PC stream, but I gotta like figure out how to do it on the laptop better than the way I do it, because it was like lagging one time.
Yeah, because you play games. Yeah, that takes a lot more of your internet and all that. You know what I mean, like online. So
Well, it takes a lot of CPU power too. I have plenty of internet.
Yeah. So like for me, it doesn't take that much CPU power because I'm just using either like a display screen or just my camera. You know what I mean? Like I'm not online or not doing that much crazy shit really. Because I used to stream on TikTok and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try out Kick instead. Like for my other OBS, I'm just like, let me just try Kick, see how that goes. So I'm already growing on TikTok by itself with the videos because I upload every day almost. So let me just do Kick, just see how that goes. Why not?
Yeah.
And I thought you'd be a part more because they're incorporating crypto in Kick.
I'm on Kick. I just don't use it.
Oh.
I don't even know the max bit rates because I tried to stream YouTube and Twitter one time and the bit rate was too high for Twitter, so Twitter kept effing. And I was using Restream, and I was like, that sucks.
Yeah. Like you could use the multi-stream thingy. You have to pay.
Well, Restream you can do too for free, but you could do like more if you pay money.
Oh, I mean, like if you want to stream with Kick. Because it's a custom. They didn't like officially add it into the multi-stream yet. It's like a custom one stream thing. So, you have to pay for it.
Yep.
I was gonna do that, but I was like, I'm not paying for it. I'll just use my other OBS.
See, one thing I could do is stream. I don't know how this would help though, but I could stream my stream feed from my PC to my other PC via the internet, but I'd go live on the other one, so it'd be delayed a little bit, but it would be less resourceful on my PC. But I don't know how that would be because OBS would still be opened. So like I don't know if that would actually help or not. Because the reason why I'm thinking about doing that someday, or I have to do it some way like that, because when I try to play Beat Saber on here, it lags so bad, and other games kind of lag too, and it's just like really hard to play a game when you're lagging in game. and like not be like, yeah, that doesn't affect me, but you know it does. So like it's fucking with my gameplay and my experience, and yeah, I just need to do like a 2-stream PC setup, because I think that's gonna have to be the way I fix it, because
yeah, it will take away from your PC, like the stress of it or whatever.
yeah, because when I did that in the smaller room, oh my god, I used to do that in the small room, and it would be like a sauna in there. I would be sweating because I had these two PCs, these two hot fucking PCs with fucking giant towers and fans blowing, but it's just blowing hot air in a small room, right? That was my room while I would stream dual PCs before. And then I never tried to set it up again after I moved to other places. So, and plus, like, my laptop isn't the best in the world. I probably should have waited to buy a better one, but it does work to stream. It's just I think it ran into some like what does it say on the bottom? Drop frames. It ran into some drop frames. So
yeah, I mean, like I drop a little bit frames like after an hour or two, but then it comes back and is normal. But like for me, it's art, so it's like nobody really noticed it. If that makes sense. Cause like I'm just like it just.
Oh wait, I did notice it one day
on my stream.
Well, cause like when you drop frame, it would like lag and like buffer.
Yeah, but it doesn't last long.
My friend is trying to put me on all this like crypto stuff that's going on this month.
Well, yeah, that's your content. So what the fuck?
I know, but it's just weird because he's doing all the work for me. Like he's volunteering without me asking. Like we started this call talking about volunteers, and you said you can't find one, but I bet you could. Johnny.
Yeah. I'm adding all my emotes right now on Kick. People love the emotes yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Kick?
Yeah, you can upload emotes and animate emotes right away.
You had viewers and shit?
Yeah, surprisingly. Up to 6, and I got hosted and everything.
Wow.
And then I got one of them to join my Discord.
From Kick?
Yep.
Are they okay? Like, so did you ask them if they're from Twitch and they're using both, or they just use Kick?
I didn't ask anything. Like I said, I'm not trying to do that no more. I'm just trying to build my community.
But that's how you could build it.
Like I'm just because like what I realized when me like learning about there's not that much. I mean, remember what it says there's not that much crossover, right? Of course, probably are possibly on Twitch too, right? Like there's possibly like if they're on K, but I'm not trying to like do a lot of. I'm not trying right now. I'm not trying to do a lot of crossover. I'm trying to get them. I'm trying to get everyone into one place. That's Discord.
Website would help. You know, you can buy a domain name in crypto, and then you don't ever have to pay for like. Yeah, but then you could build a website on that.
Yeah, it's just like I just don't have the funds for that right now, like server, all that kind of stuff.
Is it johnnyboy.eth?
It's johnnyboyg.com.
But it's not on crypto.
No, it's just regular johnnyboyg.
Oh. Yeah, you're not into the network. You have to get a name like .eth to get into the network, or .xrp. Then you get into another network of people.
Yeah, but like right now, like the majority of people just know the .com. That's just like the go-to.
No, .com. No. Yeah.
Like the one you're talking about is very niche.
Yeah, that's why it would probably be better, because you.
Well, yeah, just to have it. Yeah, I get that.
People that are like straggling in from the, into a niche market. So there's gonna be a specific type of demographic in there. People looking for opportunity.
Yeah, but it's
Primarily.
just like it's just so much.
Is it?
I mean, I'm trying to incorporate with like multiple platforms already, and now you want me to add more to a new community?
You're doing everything.
Yeah, but it's like so much already. Now you want me to add on more?
Yeah, and then you have like a workflow where you have to like take account of like which are the best platforms, and then you take away from the ones that aren't working, and then add to the ones that are working.
The one platform that's not really working for me is Twitter. Like I've been growing a little bit, but it's like I still haven't figured out Twitter as much because I can't do the spaces right now. I don't have time for that.
Well, that's the only way you can work on Twitter.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's like spaces are like sort of like the shorts of other platforms.
Spaces is literally the only way I've grown on Twitter.
Yeah,
in the last
yeah.
2-3 months. This is now month 3 of this year already. We're already on month 3. Can you believe that? We're already on the 3rd month of 2023.
Yeah.
Isn't that insane? Next thing I know, I'm gonna be 50, bro.
So you gotta look around.
I'll be 50 and I'll have 10,000 kills on Apex Legends. I'll have Coco too, because Coco I'm kidding, Coco. I'll never replace you. Are you? He's not in here. So yeah, get volunteers, bro. They'll help you. You can have a team, bro.
Wait, what the fuck?
Everyone has a team. You think Kai Cenat doesn't have a team?
Yeah, but he has like clout to pay them, I guess you could say, because he doesn't even pay his mods.
Yeah.
All his mods are dumbasses if they're not getting paid.
Cloud is a new currency, though.
Yeah, but are they really getting clout?
Well, they have to appear on stream or something.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, are they really getting clout?
Well, I mean, Miskip is doing the thing right now where he's diving into his community.
Yeah, but he paid some of them too.
Dude, who cares about the money, dude? Money is not everything.
Money is a great way to the beginning of it, kind of thing, instead of like wasting your time.
Money is a great way to not do shit.
What?
When you have too much money, you don't do shit, bro.
Yeah, but we're not talking about when they have too much. We're talking about the beginning stages. You're like already at the end.
Yeah, but that's how it always ends, bro. People just care about money. Oh my god,
here we go. Wait, Just Minx is on Kick? I'm a follower.
Ugh. He's disgusting.
Ross Juppy, Average. I don't even know any of these streamers that are on Kick. Because it's mostly all gambling shit. And I watched like last night I looked through like the browse. Holy fuck. I mean not on stream, but it's like holy fuck, dude.
What?
It is unhinged.
What?
On Kick, it's unhinged right now. It's like Kick right now is the bad high school that you go to when you get expelled or you have really bad grades to get your GED. That's what Kick is.
Dude, you've seen Twitch, right?
I know that.
There's girls in the thirsty position. There's girls in the thirsty position, and they got their boobies out and in a bikini that don't fit them, and they just wet all this shit, rubbing their boobs and shit, and they're like, "Thank you for the subscribe. I'm right here on my board." Mwah.
Yeah. Think of that times like 3 times of that on Kick.
But it's still on Twitch, though.
No, that doesn't matter. But that's not the majority. The majority of it's on Kick now.
Yeah, because they have a winning formula.
In regular high school, there's always the bullies, there's always the bad kicks, etc. They're still there, but when you go to the other high schools, whatever you're called, majority of them all bad. That's what it is. That's what I'm just trying to use the analogy of it. It's like this is like the bad high school.
What?
Like you don't know about those bad high schools?
What are you talking about? Why you sound like an old father? Hey, dude, there's
No,
bad bullies at
no,
the school.
No, you've never been to like those adult GED schools kind of thing when you get expelled or whatever.
No.
Oh, do you know anything about them?
Have you been expelled before?
I will not comment or deny.
Oh my god.
So, but yeah, there's that. So that's what I'm describing Kick as.
Oh, did you read my message about who they added to Valorant?
The Cholo, I believe.
Yeah, he says essay and shit, bro.
I don't know how I feel. I feel offended. Okay, I don't care. I don't play Valorant, so I don't care.
He'd be like, "Mi amigo's gonna defuse the spike," something like that. And he says, what does he say? He says essay, and that's. I wish he would say more. Like, I just find it funny when they keep adding like characters that have like a specific stereotype, but they don't want stereotypes in gaming. I don't get it anymore, dude. Like can we pick which one we want? Like, do we want the stereotypes or do we want the equality, the inclusive and equality? Because then, if you do that, you're gonna make a character based on stereotypes. Isn't that inclusive? But wait, that's a character based on stereotypes. So what side of the fence is good and what side of the fence is bad?
Is it bad saying that but stereotypes are like based on truth, isn't it?
No, it's not wrong to say that.
So like I think that is because
that's why they say black people time.
When you make a character, don't you want kind of trying to generalize it instead of trying to make it like non-generalized for a character to relate to more people?
So basically, don't make Life is Strange.
What the fuck is Life is Strange?
Like all the characters that are like, overly generalized, but they're trying to like send a fucking woke message.
So it's like, okay, like Valorant. Do you like the character, the new character?
Does
seem off or character, I'm not gameplay.
Someone said that the character is like Sneeko.
Who's Sneeko?
You know who Sneeko is?
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Destiny's friend.
Yeah. The one I know what you're talking about. I was like, I decided didn't click for a sec.
Yeah, so it was like, I'm so glad they put Sneeko in the game.
Oh, like how he looks?
Yeah, but Sneeko is Filipino.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And this guy is like Mexican, bro. I swear to God, he's Mexican. Actually, I don't know what his origin is.
No, yeah, but it's like I don't think the majority of people are like, oh my god, I'm offended.
He's like the Mexican version of Echo from League of Legends. I know you don't know who that is, but
yeah, I have no idea.
Let's see.
Oh,
Gecko.
fuck. I gotta package my orders, the shirts. I mean, I packaged them already, but I gotta print everything out and so I can send them.
Yeah, he's from US. And what else? He was born and raised in Los Angeles, California. He's from LA, bro.
Oh, that's cool.
He has little thinkers that come out of his bag.
You know what's fun? Like at least like they're doing like original characters, no?
Yeah, but these little guys are like little critters, but they look like your thinkers, bro.
So they're like robbing my idea or something.
Look.
What's his name?
Here's the page. Hold on. Gecko.
Oh, his name is Gecko?
Yeah.
I thought that would bring like a better like Latin name, man.
Gecko the Angelino leads a tight-knit crew of calamitous creatures. How do you say this word?
Calamitous?
Calamitous. I'm putting it into Google.
Calamitous.
Calamitous. Calamitous.
I just don't like the color hair.
Yeah, well, he's a woke moralist, like.
Because Latinos don't have color hair. Just kidding.
The voice actor's name is Alejandro Antonio Ruiz. You get mad when I roll my R's?
Why would I get what?
You get upset when I roll my R's. I say like Alejandro.
No. What?
What? Dude, this character can throw his wingman and it can set the spike, or it can defuse it. Like, you don't have to do it yourself. Is this a tier list? This is not a tier list, is it? That can't be the tier list. You can't put Viper in the bottom. Wait, there's another.
I gotta go because I gotta package the shirts and all that, and they close at 6.
All right, bro.
Yeah, I gotta send a package today because I was supposed to send them yesterday.
I don't know. I was into Beat Saber today, but my arms are sore, dude.
Huh?
I'm doing like Beat Saber every stream, but I can't because I'm physically tired. Because I've worked out or I did Beat Saber or whatever. So
you should just like stream on Kick now then.
If I can figure out how to stream on Kick, I would.
You could stop streaming on YouTube and try it out for like a day.
Or just stream games on there?
Just try it out one day. I mean,
I'll have coworkers that are wearing G-strings.
I mean, you could do it.
I mean, wow, there's a lot of viewers in just chatting.
Yeah, it's mostly just chatting.
Let's see. Valorant has 800. Fortnite has 800. Well, let's see. Let's see. Okay, so this guy has 200. This person has 50, 50, 30, 30, 30. A little bit spread out. A little bit. That's what you want to like look for, the spread. How's the spread, you know?
Yeah. I mean, like right now, I'm only gonna be on just chatting and art, even though art doesn't have a big viewer base. But I think I could take over the creative side.
Yeah, I really do want to stream like every day possible. Like I play a lot of games that I just should just stream, but like I just don't want to like put it on as a show. But then I realized I'm not putting on a show. I'm just being myself.
You're just playing games.
So like there's nothing to put on besides just me.
Like me, what I'm trying to do is kind of like a place where you can just hang out and we just watch stupid ass videos while I'm doing art. That's kind of like the format I'm going with now.
Yeah.
So it's like people just kicking back, watching stupid ass videos, and just doing art and talk about the art a little bit at the end.
So Atlas has more viewers than Call of Duty on here. That's criminal.
What happened?
Oh wait. Oh, that's Modern Warfare 2. So Modern Warfare 2 has less viewers than Atlas. Oh wait, Atlas is just one person. Never mind.
Yeah, it's still a new platform. I mean, there's not that many crazy viewers, but it's a platform. A new. I mean, it's like I know people are like it's like if it's a new platform, you could take advantage of it while it has clout, and you could like I said, you could probably transfer some people into your own social medias or to the one place like I'm doing, Discord.
Do I have to deal with racists?
I don't know.
Oh, there's 2,000 Apex. Oh, there's one guy here.
Yeah, but that one guy could end up freaking raiding you because you're the only other person playing it. I don't know. You never know.
I'm gonna try Apex and Valorant maybe today.
Because like I don't know about the moderation. Like the reason the reason like for me to get like not as much hate is because I'm just doing art. You know what I mean? Like I'm not playing a game. I'm not doing anything. Like I'm not.
Well, I don't see it. I don't see any of my ninjas on screen, so.
I think like all the races are like an Aiden Ross stream or some shit.
Oh, wait, here's one of my ninjas.
They don't got a mic in. I'm looking at
Big Dad.
Us two with mic icons.
Big Daddy Dro.
Pay attention, damn it.
Wait, they're adding Shredder in Call of Duty? That's sick.
They're adding Shredder?
Yeah.
What?
Very cool. Yeah, another crossover. Because they did Godzilla and King Kong, I believe. Now they're doing Shredder.
Oh, I looked it up.
Yeah. That's sick.
Wait, where's the trailer?
I give you the link. That's really cool because Shredder is like one of my favorite villains. He has such a cool design.
Oh, I saw this in passing, but I didn't realize this was a Call of Duty thing.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Are they making a fighting game? What is this?
No, it's another crossover.
Another crossover?
Yeah, Call of Duty. Remember they did a crossover with like Godzilla and King Kong?
Oh, is he gonna be like a boss you have to shoot or something?
Yeah. So what I honestly believe like what Call of Duty are doing is very, very smart. It's like they kind of going the Fortnite route. You know how like that bosses like tunnels and stuff. So it's like but like this time of Call of Duty, more variety for them.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I think that's really smart, and I love the idea, honestly.
All right, well, I'm moving to Kick today. I'm gonna turn off the stream now. Thanks for watching.
Oh my god.
We're moving to Kick. We'll do Beatsaber another day because my arms are absolutely fucking cooked. So, yeah, we're gonna go back live on Kick in maybe like 20-30 minutes. Gotta figure out how to use this shit. And I heard I can watch shows as well on kick.com.
I mean, you could if you want to. I mean, I don't know the full like it's the same TOS as Twitch, but they're not as lenient yet. But because they don't have as many people. But I mean, if you're just starting out, then I don't know. I mean, I don't do it because I'm streaming on Twitch too.
All right, I'm ending it. Goodbye, YouTube. Maybe forever.